is your choice to make a little mockery, it won't do. Further down the line, still surrendering, trying harder to forgive you. Candlelight has gone out, some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say, thought I was searching for something. Door has closed, not a sound. Take a look as I am now, still I smile and don't speak. Will you please slow down?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. It is time for yet another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. Hope all of you are having a good one, man. Alrighty. Dude, I was just walking. Okay, so I did laundry and I just put on a fresh shirt. This whole time I was shirtless all around all day, and it just came out of the dryer and it was so warm. Oh, it was so nice, dude. Have you done that, dude? Fresh new clothes after it's kind of chilly at home and you pick up a shirt and it's so warm. Ooh, there's no feeling no other, dude. No feeling no other than that. Yo, what's up, boys? How y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. We got ourselves in the chat. Kiba, Davin, Thondrian, how you doing, my man? Matux, how you doing, my boy? Hope you're having a good one. Chogan, how you doing? Dwarf, my man. How you doing, bud? We got Badima. We got Kren, the beautiful. Cursing Sane PCAT? Is that what it is? Super. We got Max. We got Originate. Is that the high? Okay, that's close enough. Patrick, how you doing, my man? RJ, how you doing, boys? Welcome back, boys. Hope all of you having a good one. Progress got the stream while I'm not at work. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing, Dwarf? How you doing, my man? What's up with you? How you doing, bud? 108 degrees. Yo, dude, it's well, how hot is it outside? Because it's still summer, but in my house is yeah, I keep it like a freezer, dude. I keep it fresh like a freezer. It's 85, so it's not that hot outside. At least 85 in some parts of the where, because honestly, where I live, dude, it's like a crisscross applesauce, right? Remember the what is it called? The what is that game that kids played? Like, it's Quadrant, right? It's like four square, and then you just got a ball and you bounce and shit like that. Yeah, so think of where I live, like a four square, and there's four different squares, right? One part can have like fucking rain, sleet, and even snow. One part can be dry as a motherfucker. One part can be so dry it's hot. Another is humid as hell, dude. That's how where I live is broken up to. It's a four square, dude. 4 squares of where I live, and 4 areas can just have completely different weather, dude. You could literally be driving and it could be fucking raining like a fucking thunderstorm coming out, and then you just get past a certain point of town and it's nice blue clouds, dude. Literally has happened multiple times just driving. So it's just like, you just kind of gotta, okay, which quadrant am I in? Am I the shitty one or am I in a good one? But if you're someone who wants like really good weather, dude, just go to like one of the if it's straight where you are, just go like just a couple miles any direction to another part of town. It'll be fine somewhere out there, dude. How you boys all doing, man? Winter here, whoop, dude. It's freezing in my house. I love it. It's 122F here. What the hell, Originate? What the hell do you live, dude? Do you live in like a petri dish in like a science lab where they just have like the fucking the goddamn lights on there, the heat lamps on you the whole fucking time? What's going on, my man? What kind of experiment are you into? That's fucking hot, dude. Hello? That's awful. Hot in a bad way. Holy shit, dude. That's actually, oh my god. How you boys all doing? Where you from, Dalaran? Originally Russian, dude, but I'm an NA boy. As NA as any of you guys at this point, man. America, dude. 100%. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Eventually live here long enough, dude. I don't even recognize my home, dude. Russia, where I came from? Where is that even, dude? Can't even find it in the globe. That's how you know I got the proper NA education, you know what I'm saying? Alabama in the States? Yeah, dude. I live in an NC area. I'm so high for Shadowlands and I'm waiting for Shadows... what is it? I'm waiting for Shadows Rising to arrive from Amazon. The book? Is that what you're talking about? The Shadows Rising? Is that the book? Yeah, I don't read a lot of those, dude. Goes back to that NA education, you know what I mean? But that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I think it's awesome when people are so excited they just want to explore more of the lore and read as much about it as they can. I'm really hoping that they really pick it up on the lore stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, in World of Warcraft, we got to the point where we have Valpera and Mechanomes. Like, where did we take a wrong turn, dude? You know what I mean? Let's kind of rewind time back or whatever. So maybe the whole theory that people have of us going to Shadowlands and being like in a hyperbolic time chamber, like some Super Saiyan shit, and like time is gonna go in Shadowlands slower than the rest of the world. Like, there's a lot of things that could fix it. They could just turn Valpera into shoes, you know what I mean? And then we have no more Valpera, but we have all these nice pelts, you know what I mean? Like, honestly. And then you could make a Mechanome into like a coffee table or something, you know what I mean? Just take a couple screws apart, put them together in different order, you have a coffee table, you know what I mean? I think it'd be kind of cool, dude. I think it'd actually be kind of cool. You have a coffee table that can talk to you, you know what I mean? I think it'd be great, dude. And there's plenty of things that could be done just to correct where we went wrong. Alright, let's hop on the beta. Also, I kind of want to do PvP, man, but I don't know if PTR is the place where you do PvP or if it's beta that you do PvP on. But I also want to do some class testing, dude. So we'll either do one or the other today, man. I want to do more class testing. Kuwait, it can get 125 in summer and 32 in winter. But yeah, we got beach everywhere. Yo, dude. Well, goddamn, man, that's hot. Holy shit. Yo, keep yourself safe, drink plenty of water, whatever you got to do, man. But I'm pretty sure if you go up in that, like, if that's your environment that you go up into, you're probably a more resilient in that regard, right? You probably are way more resilient than, yeah? I would imagine. There's just some PTR that can help you there. Yo, something takes to do, man. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody that does PvP at all on the beta or PTR, man. There's a couple things I want to do. I'm really jonesing for some PvP, but I'm also jonesing to check out a couple classes I never really played, dude. I want to do that tier list video. I gotta set it here, but I want to do that tier list video on stream about like different classes, dude. I want you guys to help me rank these classes, man. I want to do a real tier list video. Thank you, Kren, for letting everybody know I'm live. By the way, appreciate you. Beautiful. Okay, saying DPS class for Demon Hunter and Shadowlands. Do or Demon Hunter? What? It's supposed to be Death Knight or Demon Hunter? If it's Death Knight or Demon Hunter, it's a hard choice, man. Both of them looking pretty good. DK or DH? Both of them are looking good because you got DK with the anti-magic zone plus Blood Death Knight is also looking really good as a tank, and Frost Deacon and Holy looking kind of nutty once you have stats in them. Like, you won't really see the potential of them until they got some gear and Legos, but once you do, like in raid testing in particular, we see Death Knights and Frost and Holy both really slamming a lot of damage. Maybe they're overtuned, but right now they seem to do really well with stats. Like, they scale really well. Probably the best out of all the classes right now. Out of all the people that have been maxing, I've been seeing those guys doing a ton. And then it's Demon Hunter. Like, Demon Hunter is still going to be good. Like, right? I mean, they're going to get nerfed a little bit. I think there's going to be less cheesy things Demon Hunter will be able to do in, like, PvE or PvP content, right? The defenses are going to get nerfed a little, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. I still think they're going to be extremely strong during the metamorphosis. And that's really about all I can say. I think it's still going to be strong no matter how it slice it. Plus, I also bring a debuff that everybody's going to need anyway. So, like, if you want to be useful, the only question would be is how good is Demon Hunter tank? And it doesn't feel bad from my testing, right? Just doing like heroics and stuff, I don't think you're ever going to have an issue. None of the tanks feel really bad. Demon Hunters do feel pretty easy to play from last time I checked, but they might be just one of those classes easy to play, but they might be really squishy. It's really hard to tell. Like, we really just see Demon Hunters take on some tough bosses, because we won't really know which tanks can take the biggest hits until we throw them against like mythic level bosses and then see how long they survive for, you know what I mean? Or try to go into Mythic Plus Dungeon, see how big of a trash bag can they pull, how long can they take a boss for themselves. But they have healing, they're fairly easy to play, they bring a debuff, which everybody's going to need on a raid. So, like, if you're a good tank Demon Hunter, and if you're tanky, you're fine. If you can find a way to get around a boss, even if you are squishy, then you're going to be fine too, because that's what current Demon Hunters have been doing. You know what I mean? Only those have a start expansion because of the pets. Frost needs more stats. Oh, well, yeah. The mastery for Unholy does help the pets, but both Frost and Unholy are doing really well. Like, it's actually like neck to neck. It's actually very, very surprising and difficult to tell. My first priest ever. Yo, dude, with the Shadow Priest changes, they're actually so much fun. I'm actually excited for a priest. I think they've improved. They're not perfect by any measure, but I do think that personally to me, they're a fun playstyle. I think they've improved in playstyle at least. As for damage, pretty sure they'll be fine. They usually are in most expansions. Usually, well, in the expansions that I've played, like BFA and Legion, they were pretty good. They really scale with stats as they get gear. So maybe they won't start really good, but with a bit of gear, they'll start really slamming out of the park. And they'll be, I think they'll still be a niche class. I don't think they'll be brought to everything. But maybe with bursting becoming an affix you can dispel with mass dispel, they might actually be brought in just for deal with bursting, right? So even if you don't have like a disc quiz, you can bring a Shadow Priest. That'll be a range caster. You can still have 2 melee. They bring a bit of their utility with a flat silence. They get the spells, which is again good if you're Alliance, because as Horde you have Blood of Racial, but as Alliance, there you go, you already got a dispel. So and they can like dispel by purging things off of enemies, but also mass dispel to dispel the debuff once everybody ramps it. So like you might be a highly utility class, plus PI might make you basically a next boomkin, like, or a better boomkin in some cases for Alliance maybe. So you never really know, right? How are Pally tanks versus DK tanks? So last time I tested both of them, I feel like I should get on a character, dude. Let's get on a Hunter real quick. I want to test some stuff on the Hunter. I haven't seen Beastmaster at all, dude. I want to try Beastmaster for myself, you know what I mean? So taking a look at the Paladin versus Demon DK tank. So DK, I feel like your health jumps around like a yo-yo. And that's something that I just simply don't have experience with. So I'm literally getting heart attacks, dude, every time my health goes down and up. But you actually have so much more control over the amount of healing you do, plus the extra utility of Blood Tap to give you extra defensive at 20% damage reduction. It does cost a rune, but I feel like a good Death Knight will be able to min-max it. Imagine if you're about to get a big hit that's about to obliterate you, you don't have enough health, you pop that, take a big hit, heal it back full the whole time. So it's actually insane, right? It's actually insane. I feel like with the anti-magic zone, they're going to be almost necessary, just because it's such a good utility. For survivability, I mean, they feel squishy, but you heal so much, and it's all about timing that heal. So I feel like it might be, like, for experienced player, it might be the tank that's probably the best for making mistakes, because you can just heal yourself through it. You make a mistake, you fuck up somewhere, just heal yourself through it. You know what I mean? With other tanks, like, you have to be on point, you have to be on the ball when it comes to dealing with mechanics, dealing with enemies and such, right? Where am I? Okay, well, I guess I'll do this for my mount, right? I guess I'll just do the Interceptor. I don't got any other mounts. For Paladin tank, I think they're a lot better. They're more reliable than they were in BFA. Like in BFA, they had limited amount of shield uses, and with not a lot of stats, like not a lot of haste, especially the beginner expansion, it just didn't give them a lot to do. But now there's back to Holy Power. I think it's a lot more consistent. Plus, you also get free Ward of Glories too, so that's a mechanic that also plays into the Holy Power, but it's also a baseline where you don't always have to be a self-heal, you can heal others, so I like that utility. So I feel like per Paladin, if anything, they became a lot better of a tank, but also they became an even better off-tank, because they were already a really good off-tank, you know, with all the extra utility, hand of sack, all that stuff. But now they got even more with the auras coming back, right? So you got the aura of Devotion Aura for defensive, you got the aura for concentration, so when you got casters, healers, DPS, getting those spells out, like you bring an extra bit of utility. It's not noticeable, it's not massive, but a lot of guys do not notice it until you gotta have it. Like it's gonna be more cast that you can get out based on mechanics. Healers are gonna be able to get their spells out without any kind of pushback or whatever. It's like a very minor thing that most people didn't notice until and won't notice until you give them like a little bit of time to get used to it, right? Playing PTR right now I'm beta, but technically beta and PTR are the same thing because they're both in the same build, aren't they? I wanted to test out Beastmaster Hunters because I don't really know what Beastmaster stands on, man. I actually have no idea what Beastmaster is at. Can I even take these abilities out? No, they're bugged. Okay, so I can't even apply these abilities. So what are we gonna get? I think I was gonna do this. Let's just take some set of abilities here. So this is my survival set. We'll try this. And we'll have in the rhythm, but can't we do anything else in here? What if I reset it? Will that help if I reset it? Or is it kind of just bugged? Because it seems like Azeroth gear is kind of bugged. But I don't know if it is or isn't. Yeah, look, I can't even like set it anything. I like did I just spend my gold and nothing happened? I can't reforge anymore, can I? No power choices to undo. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, there is. Do I need to reload? Is that the problem? Maybe I need to reload. I wonder if they made PvP more viable at the moment. Yeah, okay, so what I might have to do is I might have to actually take my Hunter on live, get the Azeroth trait set. Or I guess I could test without Azeroth traits, really, couldn't I? Yeah, I'll test without Azeroth traits. I don't really care. Yeah, F it. I'll just test without Azeroth traits. It's not a big deal, really. What are the stats for Beastmaster, boys? Give me two stats that are really good for BM right now. What are the best stats for BM? Like, what's the average here? I know I'll get a Hunter or two in here. Do you think Sorrel will get reworked too? I don't think so. I feel like if they would have... I guess you should never say never, right? Because we still are in the process where Shadowplays got reworked. So maybe Sorrel will get a rework. I feel like it's just a couple things like it needs. Like certain talents become baseline because you don't really have a spec without certain talents. Crit, haste, crit. Okay, crit, then haste. Okay, thank you, boys. I'll go with crit haste. I don't know if that's like the best stats. I'll try to get the highest animal of gear that's either going to have crit or haste. Because like this one, I'll put haste. Just because I don't have anything better. Crit mastery. You guys are saying crit is good though. Okay, so I got a couple of 120 pieces. I guess the animals are not really that bad. I'll keep crit here. Crit Versa. Do I have haste crit? Crit haste, I mean? Crit Versa. I'll keep Versa crit there. Crit Versa. It has crit. Gonna get a crit haste. No. Crit haste ring already here. Do I have a second one? I'll just get a crit heavy ring because I feel like I have so much haste already. Crit haste. Crit haste. Okay, so maybe this one might need to go heavy haste. Or maybe I'll just go... I'll do this, yeah? Oh, 120? I'll do that. I don't have the gem for it, but it's okay. Yeah, so like a little bit of crit, a little bit of haste. It's not perfect, right? It's never gonna be. Oh, that's a lot of dead bodies here. Are these warlocks? I think they are warlocks, dude. Something about... Oh, wait. Maybe not. Okay, something about warlocks, dude. They're just dying, dude. Falling like flies. Just dropping. Wrong pet, wrong pet. I need the Spirit Beast. Here we go. So, like, what's the best playstyle for Beastmaster right now? I think it's, animal... Isn't this it? Isn't this a playstyle? Right now? Or is it maybe Kill a Cobra? Yeah, because Beastmaster hasn't changed too much. Does this replace anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, so you still have Cobra Shot. Okay, interesting. I am gonna... So I have macros for pet kill command. I probably should copy this over to here. Just because the pet does more attacks. Right? Kill Cobra single target. Okay, well, I'll try the OG playstyle. We'll throw the hunt. So this will be a playstyle where I actually don't have the Azeroth trait that makes this playstyle work, okay? So that's something to remember. I don't have Dance of Death, and we are going to be losing Dance of Death in the next expansion. So actually, all my traits that I have here are all useless for what Beastmaster Hunter is going to be able to use. Right? I don't even get the extra agility here. And in fact, I'm even going to go and disable my Major to something useless. I'm just gonna yeet it out of here. Just throw it out, dude. Don't worry about it, right? Don't need it. We're gonna throw that out of the way. And we can take versatility. I'm fine with Versa. We can go Vision Perfection, so no procs. We got a bit of haste, a bit of Versa. Short of cooldown slightly. Or maybe we can do like, I don't know, condensed. I'm trying to pick anything that's useless. Formless Void. I'm not gonna do Crucible. This one, apparently the dot is really strong. I don't know why. Let's see, Survival most fun spec? Yeah. Oh well. I wish you could do dungeons. I wish people would actually do dungeons in PTR. Random dungeon for Shadowlands? Wait, we might actually be able to get into one. 12 minutes? Dude, if you get in a dungeon on Shadowlands, I'll be okay with it. That'd be cool as hell. Random dungeon on Shadowlands. What would be available too? Necrotic Wave, Plaguefall. That's a pretty good selection, dude. 4 of them. Yeah, if you get a dungeon, we got a dungeon. So, none of the things I'm missing is Hunter. Eyes of the Beast, obviously. And Hunter's Mark. What the hell am I gonna put it? I guess here. Scare Beast, Strength Shot. So do pets actually lose their they did lose their puts pets in a stealth mode. Yeah, I don't need it. Spirit Man, F3, so I have that. Okay, he'll actually heal, that's fine. I don't really need him to stealth ever, because then he'll slow walking. So we don't have any more dispels, right? We have Strength Shot for that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because somebody said apparently that Strength Shot was in the game, but also so was the pet like the spell thing, they were like, why would you press strength shot? Just use a sped. And I thought to myself, wait, am I the idiot or are they the idiot? Did they just say something dumb, or am I just like about to say something dumb? And I think they were just wrong about it. Neck Azeroth only turn off when you're in Shadowlands zone. Yes, but I mean, honestly, like most of us are going to be BGing. Most of us are going to be doing dungeons and raiding in Shadowlands. Most of us are not going to be going back to old content unless to like farm reputations or unlock allied races or maybe get toys or mounts or whatever. So I don't really care to test the character with Azeroths in mind. We're just going to have them for PREPATCH, and most of us are just going to leave the old zones and probably not going to make a comeback. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how the spec plays without all those things included. You know what I mean? At least that's like, kind of like how I'm trying to like approach it. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'm making some sense here. I'm kind of all over the place. And what was fun in Shadow with the aspects? Aspects? Oh yeah, back in the day when you had them as utilities. I mean, they're kind of back, but like, you know, aspect of Turtle, aspect of Cheetah. But yeah, aspect of the Fox too and WAD. Just got Skull Ripper. Wait, the mount? Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so the playstyle would be to just get a bunch of procs with one in the pack because of extra crits. And I'm pretty sure it's just every time it crits, right? Unless I'm wrong. Because like this isn't a bad difficult spec once you get it ramped up. I just want to make sure I understand it. Wild call. Auto attack criticals have a 40% chance to set the cooldown a barb shot. Okay, so the higher have crit, the better. Alright, so that'll be the playstyle, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to work the same way. So the best way to play it is going to be, I think, normally would be to maybe go for Bestial Wrath. Get the dots and then go for the call the aspect of the wild. But now that I don't have a trait with aspect of the wild to give me an extra tag on barb shot, so it doesn't matter, right? At least I don't think it matters. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a little bit of that Bestial Wrath in there, and we are gonna just try to spend as much focus as we can. Cobra shot. Wait, a single Cobra shot gets me my kill. What the hell? A single Cobra shot? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I do have a Killer Cobra. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. If I knew that was happening, I probably would have played that a little differently. Alright, Null Beast Mastery is about now is just maintain your Cobra shots and kill commands and make sure your Frenzy doesn't ever fall off. That's really it, man. Gonna get that Bestial Wrath, kill command. Honestly, I thought I spawned a tentacle just now. Yeah, so this playstyle I doubt is gonna be that good. Because last time I played this, right, on beta, I doubt it's going to be that fluid, because right now this feels really fluid. But without all that extra haste, I don't know how good it's going to be in the next expansion, honestly. I don't know how good it's going to be in the next X-Pack. I just don't really know how it's going to work. Bestial. I mean, it's very simple. You do have utility of a pet stun, which Marksman doesn't bring. So maybe Beastmaster will be that one spec that's really good for the mobility, because like if you have to move all the time, you won't really be able to min-max Marksman. Okay, I made sure Bestial Wrath is still there. And I'm gonna lose my stacks. Alright, nope. Got a proc. I don't need to spend my focus on... Do you spend focus all the time as Marksman? Do you just like spam? Do you just always Cobra shot? Or do you wait until like kill command goes back? Or do you not really care? I probably should have a Bestial Wrath and kill command there. I guess now that I have the Cobra shots, right? They reset kill commands, I probably should be doing that. And I probably should be pulling energy, right? It is pulling focus, right? The playstyle is all about pulling focus, right, boys? Oh, there's a little love for BM Hunters. Well, I mean, they're not terrible, right? Beastmastery is far from terrible. Their damage is good. It's just, I don't really know how the playstyle is gonna feel, right? Just because the damage is good doesn't mean, like, I find certain playstyles boring, right? But I want to at least be able to understand Beastmaster Hunter, even if I kind of find the playstyle somewhat boring. Because so far I've been finding it kind of boring. BM is supposed to be simple. But do you pull energy, yes or no? Do you pull or no pull? Pulling is in like you kind of wait for your focus to really fill up. So you don't, sometimes you like spend it or you just constantly spending like a rogue, always making sure your energy is as close to 0 as it can be. Or do you guys like not do that as a BM? I mean, it's fine, it's simple. It's just like, I don't really know. It's just, I don't think it'll be able to keep my attention, but I just still want to understand it, right? Because, like, if it is as it is right now, I don't really know if Beastmaster is going to be that good, maybe at the beginning of the expansion. Bismar is Y-Max, really? Nah, you do want to keep kill command and CD, so you rely on pull. Okay, so you do rely on pulling, okay. Yeah, so then you like, well, during like, let's say you Bestial Wrath and kill Cobra, then you'll like kill Cobra shot, kill command, Cobra shot, kill command, right? Just to make sure you're getting the most value on it. Okay, I feel you, I feel you. I can get behind that. Okay, well I guess that's a simple playstyle. I'm just a little disappointed about my damage though. I mean, maybe because without the Azeroth it's much lower. But it's just my damage is alright. They did add a bunch of cool other talents to Beastmaster, so I wonder if there's going to be like a different build for it altogether. I'm going to pull my pets back. So they added a couple of cool talents, and I never really messed around with them until now. So that'll be the basic playstyle. And this I think would work if I had the proper stats and Azerites. Because on top of it, I'm not even utilizing Dance of Death, right? So when you lose Dance of Death, I don't know if this playstyle, this talent is going to be that good. How do you want to look after nerves? I think they're going to be fine. Don't pull, just smash. Just smash my keys. I could do that. So there's a couple different talents like Scent of Blood that actually might have you play less crit heavy playstyle, maybe more mastery heavy. Because activated Bestial Wrath grants you 2 charges of Barb Shot. You actually use Bestial Wrath quite often. Normally it will be from your Aspect of the Wild, but having Bestial Wrath do it could be pretty good. More guarantees, you know what I mean? Is Sub-Rogue fixed? What do you mean by fixed? I guess it depends what you mean by fixed. Son of Blood, maybe double annual companion. Then we have a talent called Bloodshed instead of Kill a Cobra. 1 minute cooldown. Command your pet to turn into a target, causing a decent bleed. But increases all damage the pet does by 15%. Now, does this buff both of your pets? Or does this buff only one of your pets? I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to try Bloodshed and your pet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first of all do Bloodshed and just spam Kill Command. And then see if both pets do damage. And how much damage will a single pet do. So, how long will this last? Bloodshed is like 18 seconds. It's 6.2 seconds on a Kill Command. I'll probably get a couple of Cobra shots in there. And I think I'll go with Bestial Wrath. So, I think what I'll do is Bloodshed, Bestial Wrath, Kill Command. A couple of Cobras, Kill Command. Try to get 3 Kill Commands in. See how much damage pets do. Or maybe I should do... Okay, so like the best way to find out how much damage that would do is to do it more than just 3 Kill Commands, right? That won't give you all the data. But if you do it for like a good minute or 5 minutes... of just waiting for Bloodshed and then Kill Commanding as much as you can. When is PREPATCH coming, boys? So PREPATCH is out on PTR, and a lot of people have been saying that since it's out on PTR, it's probably now a 2-month window before SHADOWLANDS releases. So if PTR being on PREPATCH means WoW SHADOWLANDS 2 months away or something along those lines, that means PREPATCH is going to be maybe a month from now or so, maybe a little more, a little less. But that's like a little bit up in the air, but generally, you can figure out when World of Warcraft expansions are going to be based on the alpha release, based on the beta release, based on when PREPATCH goes into PTR, and all that, right? So the more of these events we're happening for like testing for the next expansion, the closer we can kind of determine a ballpark estimate of when the something's going to be released. WS and Mythic, we're testing the Affy, Destro, and Sub. Yeah, I mean, my guild is going to be doing some testing tonight. Actually, we'll probably end up streaming it. And I'll be trying out Outlaw. And I think everybody's going to be playing their mains. Some people have gear, some people don't have gear. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter whether you have gear or not. You'll be scaled up anyway, right? Yeah, so we'll be doing a little bit of testing tonight ourselves. We'll see how well we do. Really, I'll try to get survival, but it's hard and interesting. Okay, I'll show you guys what survival plays like. At least currently on SHADOWLANDS, okay? I'll show you guys what that kind of plays like a little after this. But I want to test Bloodshed, see if it's good for like double pet or not double pet. Okay, just big damage. Probably should have not pressed that yet. Wish I had kind of Bloodlust to get more kill commands in, but it doesn't matter. So I can get maybe 1 more kill command. If I'm lucky, maybe I can get another one. Maybe I can get another one. Cool. So pets come back, back up. No dots? Okay, I have some dots on this thing, but if I can stay close enough, okay. No, please. Yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. So, where is the... Here we go. So, Bloodshed did a bit of damage. That doesn't really matter. It's kill commands, really. So, kill command on my Bloodlust pet, which is going to be my side pet, not my main pet. I guess he crit, right? He crit like 3 out of 4. And this guy didn't crit for anything. Okay, so the average hit is 500 and the crit is 2000. I guess it was with Bestial Wrath though, so they do crit. He does do more damage. He did about 1,000 damage or so, no crits. But that's with Bestial Wrath, though. Okay. Yeah, so they both do about 1,000 damage. But how much damage does one pet do with Bloodshed? That's what I'll find out. Like, with single pet, is better with Bloodshed, or do both pets benefit from Bloodshed? That's what I want to find out. Slice and Dice being back feels amazing to me. Dude, there's actually so many people that have said they don't like the idea of Slice and Dice coming back. They're like, dude, it's like a boomer-ass ability. It's old. We gotta get past into the new, out with the old. People just miss it for nostalgia. And I'm like, dude, have you actually tested Slice and Dice? Have you tried what it can do for Outlaw and for Sub? Do you know how much more energy you get for Sub because of a talent passive of meticulous scheming? Actually, it's not meticulous scheming, is it? That's like this thing, isn't it? Yeah, but it's like an auto. What is it? Passive called again? It's the one where you on auto text you have a chance to gain energy and a calm point, and you gain quite a lot of energy and quite a lot of calm points. The Slice and Dice lets you do that. Plus, also poison applications. That's an obvious one. Plus, there's going to be a trait with Slice and Dice, where Slice and Dice actually gives you a heal over time. With conduits later, it's kind of nice. For Outlaw, it's more autos, dude. You probably go with Dagger to get more autos now that you can constantly keep the attack speed rolling. It's a grand melee buff at all times, dude. It's actually so good. It's so good. I think for Assassination, it is one of those extra things for you to manage. And maybe with Assassination, you could establish Slice and Dice, and then through Envenoms, you can maintain Slice and Dice. I think something like that would be a little bit easier, because for Assass, maintain Corrode, maintain Rupture, and Slice and Dice doesn't give you those Envenoms, and Envenoms get synergized with Slice. You know, they'll probably need to do something there, but it might be playable in Shadowlands. You will be able to press your buttons and play them? Yes. If that's what you mean by playable. Alright, pet, do your thing. Do your thing. We're gonna see how much damage a single pet does. So a single pet does 1,000 damage. Really? My single pet does 1,000 damage. Okay, okay, okay. I just want to stay in combat with this thing. Okay. Are you serious? My pet only does 1,000. So when you play Animal Companion, you actually get 2 pets doing more damage. I mean, with this one, yes, he will do 50% more damage when the enemy is on execute phase, but Animal Companion just seems so much stronger. I mean, that was my side pet that did 1,000, and this, my main pet, would end up doing only like 1,000 no crits. The other one would do 2,000 crits. Or am I wrong? Yeah, I feel like Animal Companion does get buffed by this, because there's no way it doesn't, right? There's no way it doesn't. Lots of cool talent though. It can give you a little bit extra burst potential for your Beastmaster, which I think is kind of cool in the middle on cooldown. 100 pets buffed at all? Yes, I think so. I think for survival, it's a good portion of your damage now. And we got a dungeon, boys. I like that. I like seeing this. If it weren't tested a lot, there'd be a BFA all over again and get a nerf to uselessness. What? If it weren't tested a lot, then we'd be back in BFA all over again and nerf to uselessness. Huh? What? I literally spaced out. And actually, why am I spacing so hard, dude? If you get back to that, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try different talents, boys. We're gonna try different builds. It looks like double pet is the way to go for Beastmaster Hunter. What? Are we already halfway through? Okay. Well, apparently these guys are already getting through the dungeon. So we'll try Killer Cobra. We'll try one with the pack. Okay, alright. Seriously? There's zombies here, dude. Literally zombies, and these guys are literally flying to the final boss. Pet, you're gonna die. I'm so sorry. Why are these guys walking here? How did you kill the boss without pulling these guys? I'm screwed. I'm just screwed. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just screwed. Until 30 seconds later. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. These guys just ended up doing the dungeon. Just ended up starting it up. I gotta wait 15 seconds. The bloodless pet. Get him, boy. I'm gonna charge trap him. Wait, how'd you guys get around him? This guy's got some like optimal strats here, man. What is going on? Main death. Okay, the reset. Alright, and I can't reset my talents, can I? Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get back over here, dude. I gotta figure out how they got around this, because these guys pulled minimal amount of mobs here. I just gotta figure out how they did it. Okay, so they went across. Oh, I could actually pick up the spear. No, I won't. That's a bunch of zombies over there, dude. Not gonna happen. Not happening. Pets? Okay, pets, please don't do your thing. Okay, the walk past them, but they sprinted past them, but I guess they don't pull, so I guess that's good. Alright, let's hope this dungeon doesn't bug. We can't really do much about talents. We're kind of stuck with... Oh no, we did change our talents. I don't know when to change one for the pack. I thought we actually was screwed on that one. There it is. How do I get to the boss without pulling those? I think they just went on the right side. They didn't have a rogue or nothing, but they just went on the right side, I guess. And here we are, boys. We're ready. I am ready, Freddy. Let's go. Whenever we want to go in, man. Okay, we got all the cooldowns here. I actually need to put a mind control in. Oh no, mind control. Hunter's mark. We're kind of hoping for... Yeah, I'm fucking up my rotation pretty bad. Yo, Shadow Priest. Yo, Shadow. Yo, Shadow. Yo, Shadow. That's a mess up. That's a 50 DKP minus. Yeah, we're not gonna end up killing this guy. Oh, kill commands though. Let's go. Forgot about those. Yo, can we just hit ya? Okay, pets, come back. I don't want you dead. Let's come back. I just wanted to get you a buff. Alright, here's the boss. Get him over here. I don't have pets attacks anymore, but please do stuff. What? No, pet, please attack this guy. Attack. No, you're attacking. Why you attack this thing? Yes, thank you. It took him. Wait, please attack. Please fight. Please fight. Okay, now we gotta go kill this tasteful creation, and we gotta cleave a little. I gotta get a cleaves. We just gotta get little cleaves, little baby cleaves, and executes. Can I? Nice. Reset that. Beautiful. Kill commands. Dal Prime, dude. I'm a young man in my prime. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. I gotta re-mark him, though. Shit, dude. Hunter's mark. I can see why people are unhappy with that one. He's dead. Out of here. Look at my dam. Look at my dam. I did some very little dam, but that's okay. What is the other guy doing? Marksman? Yeah, out of here. Okay, so I do have a lot of mobility. This is pretty easy to play, not gonna lie. Also, this healer is doing more damage than a marksman. That's so good. That's actually so good. Yo, I don't even have good Azeroths either. Who do these guys got? What do you got? Nothing. Me. I got all. You got that Obsidian Claw. Are you playing, You have a damage meter. I have a damage meter. Okay, we're going in, I guess. Okay, pets, please do work. I gotta get buffs, but I can also go for kill commands, kill shots and kill commands. Okay, with this boss, you want to stay away from the circle and get him dispelled. So as a caster, you'll want to make sure to be in the opposite area. So this for marksman, I would think would suck. This mechanic right here coming up. This combat storm for marksman would suck. Cause look at me, dude. I'm just dancing. That guy's dead. Uh-oh, Shadow Priest down, boys. Hannibal. Okay, don't you also Hunter's Mark, please. God damn it. Hunter's Mark. I can totally understand why people don't like. Why am I getting kidnapped? Why am I getting kidnapped? All right, pets, go attack him. Pets, go get him. Get him. Go get him, boy. Go get him. Pets, please. Pets. Okay, here we go. Where's my other pet? There it is. Yo, that was so easy as a beast mastery, because that's mobility. Look at their damage, man. Look at their damage. That guy's dead, but don't look at him. Look at him. Now look at me. Yeah, after playing this a little bit, I'm starting to think marksman, beastmaster might be just fine. I'm not even joking. Wow, what are we dead? Also, my pets. Where are my pets? Do I gotta resummon you? I got kidnapped again. All right, pets. I think I gotta resummon him, dude. When I come back, that shit sucks. That is the shit that sucks. Okay, pets, get in there. Go. Go, sprint. What are you doing? Sprint, please. Okay, dash. Dash in there. Go, go, go. Look, he's going in. Why can the other guy go in? Stun him? Because I'm the only DPS dude. Eventually the healer's gonna get kidnapped. I gotta get in there to get kidnapped again real quick. Execute. Done. Perfect. Alright, I'm flying back in, boys. I'm flying back in. I'm gonna get kidnapped real quick, but that's okay. You got frozen? Okay, we're fine. Alright, is he ready to kidnap us? One of us is gonna have to get kidnapped. Okay, pets, please. Are you here? No, they're not. Okay, healer got kidnapped. I can heal the tank. Okay, I can't. Wait, yes I can. I can dismiss him. I can summon your pet. Okay, pet, please. Which one? Okay, here we go. Oh, heal him. Nice. Cool. Perfect, 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 perfect. Frozen binds? Oof. Disengage out of it. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, oh no. Oh, tank is down. Oh no. Yeah, he's dead, dude. He's done. Pets, please. Pet, please. You can kill command. Are you... Okay. Well, we're screwed. Yeah, but 2 of us getting kidnapped. The boss is going to reset. Here we go. Alright, pet. I feel like my pets are struggling in this part. Okay. Where are you running off to? Hold on, I'm going to dismiss you. I'm going to get you back in. You're okay. You're fine. It's something about this platform and pets is just screwed. But yeah, get kidnapped out of here. You're running your pet? Dude, I'm not running my pet anywhere, dude. Mouse, hand of the mouse, I'm literally just shaving to the side. I'm not even telling him where to go, dude. So, like, where's he going right now? Why is he going that way? Why is he heading forward? My hand's off the keyboard. I mean, I'm on the mouse. So I'm not even, like, telling my pet where to go. What? What do you mean? What do you actually mean, dude? Alright, this guy leveling, I guess. Sick healer. Thick. You got Feral Affinity? Heart of the Wild? Thick. Okay, Killer Cobra I guess works fine, but I kind of think Aspect of this might be the go-to at the very beginning. But that Killer Cobra and Bloodshed. How much damage does my kill commands do normally? So my main pet can do 500 normally, 1000 crit. Kill command, this guy, he can do 600 normally, 900 crit. So max is 900. So when they're Bestial Wrath, they do double the damage, right? Oh no, they do 25% more, but it feels like double. Because normal hits, the highest is going to be 996. This is 996. And my normal pet normally hits for about 1000. So these guys still do feel very, very strong. Having double pet, it still feels stronger than anything. More of that Shadow Priest. He was doing alright until he died. Him just popping DP, I think, is doing work. Are we really going in again? Okay, what are we doing it? Hoping to get a reset with my barb shot. Okay, fucked that up. That's okay. It kind of sucks, but it's alright. Comet Storm. It's like a freehold, dude. It's like freehold. I'm not gonna press a barb shot until I have a second one coming up. Here we go. I got kidnapped immediately. Thanks, game. Appreciate you. Alright, pet. Please. Go kill the Go kill him. Go get him. Sprint in there. Do it. Come with me. Sprint with me. Ah, shit. Tank is dead. Tank dead. They're gonna be rezzed. And it looks like they're back. Where's my pet ability? Like, this is on a... Yeah, like, sprint. Go ahead, do your thing. Get in there. I mean to mark it together or macro together or something. Okay, my pet is so one pet is out here. The other pet is down below. You see that? You see that Spear Beast and how it has down below? Has like an arrow pointing down. Yeah, so he doesn't reset at all. My second pet resets. This one doesn't. I guess I'm just gonna Cobra shot him, dude. I'm a Cobra master now. Yeah, this pet thing, they gotta make it so the pets actually teleport with you. Because I'd be doing like top damage if I actually have my pet here. Okay, during this fight, BM Hunter main pet doesn't teleport back to the boss after doing the side gauntlet. Oh, everybody left already? Thanks, boys. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Glad I could meet so many austere gentlemen trying to get around them. Yeah. Would you use for AoE that talent best overall? What would you use in AoE or is that talent best overall? Kill Cobra or Animal Companion. So Animal Companion does give you 2 pets that will do cleave. Right? That'll give you 2 pets that will cleave. With Bestial Wrath. Like it's like or Bestial Cleave? Beast Cleave. It's really strong. Like look, they're just tearing into them. Even though they're capped, they're still really, really strong. So I guess that's right. Maybe that's why Animal Companion is so strong. I'm pretty sure if you go Killer Instinct and go for one pet will just simply do more damage. These guys can both crit, and that's 2 pets cleaving. So together, I guess I would have to time it, right? Maybe DPS it for a minute and see how much the other pet does by itself. You know what I mean? I was thinking trying out Bloodshed though. What else is the new talent actually? We got Spinning Cobra. When Bestial Wrath ends, summon a Spinning Cobra to agent in combat for 15 seconds. Each Cobra shot used during Bestial Wrath increases the damage of the Spinning Cobra does by 10%. I actually want to see how hard Cobra hits too. Let's do another dungeon queue, boys. Kinda like queuing for dungeon while testing stuff out. Let's go for like normal pet by himself and go Spinning Cobra. And let's go for Aspect of the Beast, I guess. So I want to try that. We're just gonna go with one single pet just because I feel like, oh no, we'll go 2 pets. Fuck it. We'll go Aspect because I kind of want to spend more time getting those Cobra shots fired up and see if that Cobra can hit for anything, dude. Because I don't know if that Cobra hits hard or not. You know what I mean? What's your main class? Rogue. It's actually BM as on Cataclysm, which is actually awesome. You think so? It's pretty simple playstyle, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but I don't know. I just feel like, will it have enough depth? Or will it be fun enough? Because now it's pretty fun because it's so proc heavy. Like you got crit procs all day, every day, and it does so much damn. But you're gonna lose a lot of crit going into like the expansion, right? You're gonna have to re-gear your character, so you're not gonna have nearly the same playstyle like constant procs. Maybe towards later end of the expansion, maybe, but like with adjustments, you're gonna probably have to go for more mastery damage, I would think, because your pet is gonna do more of the damage if you can't rely on those crit to reset. Maybe more on haste and mastery just so your pet can get the guaranteed damage. It's like I'm just trying to kind of plan ahead in terms of adjustment. The pet is still very good because you have the choice in that tier. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that it does. At first I remember when Animal Companion was not competitive, but now it's like so competitive, it's so strong. It might be the strongest because Direbeast doesn't really have any like. I feel like Direbeast should become a passive maybe instead of I mean, I know like people don't like passes, but like maybe make it like so your pet every time you kill command there's a 20% chance to summon an extra pet and it gives you 5% haste for 8 seconds. You know what I mean? So then you could play with kill command so you could summon random pets and get more haste stats. And killing instinct, like I think the damage for execute should be increased. Like I mean 50% is good, but this just seems like stronger, I guess. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I want to try Spinning Cobra real quick. Okay, so we're gonna try to pop burst. We're gonna try to really get the Spinning Cobra going though, okay? Really just try to see normal. What's the normal opener for Hunter actually? Because I know in Ice Events it has traits included, but what if you don't do traits? What if you don't do traits for Beastmaster? I'm looking up on Ice Events, like rotation opener, without like traits being included. So maybe like that. Okay, it doesn't even have like an opener on. Wait, opening sequence for Beastmaster Hunter. Mandatory for Primal Instinct. Bestial Wrath, Whirlwind Resonance, Barb Shot twice, Aspect of the Wild, Kill Command. But that's because of Primal Instincts. But what if you're not running Primal Instincts? Doesn't matter that much. Because if I'm trying to min-max it. Probably go for Primal Instincts or Aspect of the Wild. Then Barb Shot, or Primal Instinct, or probably Aspect of the Wild, Bestial Wrath, double Barb Shot, Kill Command, Cobra Shot, kill, and do that. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Pets do your thing. So I'm trying to build up these stacks for Cobra Shot. How many Cobra Shots can I get in? Yeah, I probably should have saved that Barb Shot, honestly. So how big is that Cobra gonna be? Is it actually gonna do any damage? Do something. Please, do something, anything. You got 50% more damage. No? Okay. Alright. Well, this is why we test. This is why we test. That Cobra was beyond useless. So the Spinning Cobra is useless right now. Does nothing. It just stands there, looks pretty. Feel like I'm selling you snake oil playing that shit. Okay. I do want to test out the damage of kill commands of Animal Companion versus Kill Instinct. So we're actually just gonna timer. For about a minute, I'm just gonna spam kill command. For about a minute, I'm just gonna use kill commands, auto attacks, no extra damage. I just want to see how much damage your basic pets do. Should I prize Bestial Wrath? I mean, I probably should, but I'll still get a decent number of like how much damage to do. Setting Cobra? Definitely. Do you think Warrior will be good in earlier Shadowlands? Most likely. Hey Dalaran, what about Warrior in Shadowlands? I think they're gonna be pretty good protection Warrior PvP freak. How you doing, my man? Yeah, I like Warriors. I think it's gonna be one of the classes I'm expecting to play in the expansion when it launches. So we're just gonna kill command for a bit. I'm just gonna want to see what the damage is looking like for kill commands when it comes to double pet and no pet. And I don't have any dots included here either, so it shouldn't muddy my waters here. I should be able to get as perfect numbers as I can. It's kind of nice. All spec doing for Rogue? All specs of Rogue are doing pretty well so far. At least I would say. I'd say they're doing really, really well. Okay. How do we do? So main pet does 455 damage. The other pet also does same thing. So they do about almost 500 damage. Almost 500 damage. And they crit for 1,000. So then your normal pet should do about 1,000, right? Gonna do the same thing with just one pet. Because if this one pet does 1,000 damage average, then what's the point of playing double pet then? Unless it's maybe just for the Bestial Wrath, the cleave. Play some MM. I kind of want to test out Beast Mastery. But maybe I'll play MM. Not, I guess, trying out the new stuff for the MM, like the Serpent Sting stuff. Some of the new talents. I think it'd be kind of cool. Explosive Shot, all that stuff. I think it'd be cool as hell. I'm just going to test out the kill command. Because isn't it basically the same damage though? It feels like my pet is quitting a ton though, so maybe it's a very 41% crit chance. Maybe it's going to skew the numbers, but in the average non-crits it still should give me decent numbers. Okay, come back. Okay, so he does about 862 by himself. And then on crits it's 1,600 on average. So this is double pet. They do about 455, 495, so about almost 500. He does 800. So actually double pet just simply does more damage, right? Double pet simply hits harder. It's just he's gonna have more of a bite with execute fights. But double pet does do more damage throughout the whole time. Just with Killer Instinct, your pet does more execute damage and doesn't do bad damage by himself. Because this is 800 and the other pets do 400, but in like no higher for upper 400s. Look, 455, 494, still like 900. I think dual wielding I think about his double wielding the chance to crit. I guess you do have like each pet has a chance to crit separately. I guess the more crits you get, the better. Still, both pets crit. But still, like a crit is only like crit isn't modified by any like it's not a shaman modification for crit. It's just double the damage. So your pet crits, he does double the damage. But these guys do more damage. Baseline, double the pet. Just this one would be execute. Yeah, so Dynamic Companion seems to be good for any fights that are gonna last for a long time. But they're probably really good for cleave though, aren't they? This is really good in the execute phase, where you're gonna spend in the execute phase for a very long while. So not N'Zoth. Maybe like a Jara, but not N'Zoth. Maybe Gahoon, but not N'Zoth. That's fair enough. I kind of want to test out Sin of Blood too. I'm a little. This needs to be posted. Doesn't attack your target at the moment. Wait, hold on. Maybe Killer Cobra works. I just need to attack something that'll hit me back. Maybe Killer Cobra works. I just need to have something that can hit me back. Like this thing. So I'm gonna pop everything. There he goes. He does attack. It has to be something that you get in combat with, so it can't be a trained dummy. And he hits for... Okay, hard as a hit. Oh, he does no damage! How buffed was he? Did anybody look? Did anybody look? Because how many... Okay, I can actually count how many Cobra shots I got. So I got 6 hits. I would guess at least like 1 or 2 are without Bestial Wrath. So 1 or 2 are outside of Bestial Wrath and per Cobra shot. So you got like what? Maybe 60% damage increase. Maybe 50, maybe 40. So hard will he hit while I get all Cobra shots. Like, I'm gonna keep my pets on passive, and I'm just going to Cobra Shot at the very beginning. And see what happens, yeah? Just Cobra Shot the whole time and see how hard he can hit. What's the hardest that he can hit? Okay, pets, please. Don't do it. 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 Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Dad. Dad is trying to put you to... Dad is trying to make you... Cobra Shot. Cobra Shot, maybe one more. Okay, okay. Back up, back up, back up. So you got 60. Is there a way for me to get, like, more stats? Yeah, he does very little damage. Is there a way for me to, like, rapid fire, like... I wish it was, like, Thistletea for hunters, you know what I mean? Or a way to reduce Cobra Shot's focus cost. Also, doesn't this Arcane Shot do more damage per amount of focus spent? Isn't that technically better than Cobra Shot? Isn't it? No. Well, I haven't tried Bestial Wrath and Arcane Shots. They do more damage than the costless focus. Is that a thing? Oh, you're weak. Yeah, he does so very little damage. Yeah. All the pets. Yeah, I have macros to all these abilities for the pets to like attack, and I keep bringing them back. They're just confused. They're just running back and forth like, what's going on? What's going on? He's telling us to attack and telling us to back up at the same time. Yeah, so I don't really know. There's a rage spot and what there was a focus spot somewhere. I don't think there is one. Maybe in Torgasm might be one. What's like a better DK, Frost DK, or have a Demon Hunter? I like Death Knights personally. You can play whatever you like them. Both of them are good, I'd say. I guess it depends what you're looking for. The fourth hunter spec where your pet is a human hunter follows you around. You're the pet and the human hunter follows you around. That sounds, I mean, I don't judge anybody by the kinks, so I'm not gonna judge here either. You know, some people are into that. Some people go clopping, you know? Dress up like horses, pretend they're horses. Not my thing, but, you know. So, I'm just, dude, I just need to... So, there's really no way for me to, unless I use, like, actual counter... Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop cooldowns. I'm gonna use abilities here. So my pets aren't macroed to like attack with me. Okay, except here for some reason. I guess Barb Shot does kind of get him to like scent of blood. Ooh, kill him kind of deal. Trying to get as many Cobra Shots as I can, man. Okay, how big is this Cobra? 80%. Will you attack him? Cobra, please attack him. He's attacking me. Cobra, please. Are you too far? You're useless. This Cobra is useless, man. I don't understand, dude. I don't understand you. Cobra, please. Why would you do this? I hate the Cobra, dude. I hate the Cobra. I swear. Cobra, please. You know, whatever. I hate you too, Cobra. So if I were to actually, so it does look like that your Arcane Shot actually, so this does 466 arcane damage for 30 focus. So if I were to do a bit of math here, it breaks down to about how much focus per damage? 466 divided by 30. So it does about 15 damage per 1 point of focus. This ability does about 15.5333, repeating of course. This one does 536 divided by 45. 11 damage per set of focus, but also reduces the cooldown of a kill command. So somebody was actually talking about, what if you can actually make an Arcane Shot build where you do press kill command on cooldown, but you're just looking for raw numbers the whole time, just trying to mash out numbers. And could you go for some sort of play style where it's not about getting a pet all kill commanded? Is there a possibility of it? In one way or another. I mean, you probably won't go bloodshed, right? Because that's where you want your pet to do as much damage as possible. So you probably won't do this to buff your pet damage. If you want to go kill Corvus, so I guess you would get your pet's auto attacks because it increases damage and healing, but then I guess you kind of want to kill commands a lot too. Probably would go for Murder Crows because that's not a pet thing. So you could just go for a minute for a bunch of damage. I guess you could go one with a pack so you can get barb shots so you can do more arcane shots. Is there a possibility of it, dude? I'm considering 11 rogue but you have to get used to changes. Yo, Nick, I feel like if you want to level, man, you're more than welcome to. But if you just want to hop in and level in Shadowlands, I feel like you'll get the basic ideas of it. But also, just playing a max level rogue in BFA, you'll get a basic idea. But if you want to re-level, try different things in pre-patch. Definitely try the leveling experience. It's new. It's so exciting too. Sending Cobra strikes again. Doesn't strike again. True, true. He's still sitting there, dude. He's still sitting there. You know, he knows his pose. He knows his position. He knows what he's made of. Sitting. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh my god. Look at that ass, boys. What kind of pet is that? Tails, huh? What are you doing over there? What talent are you running, actually? You got dressed? What are you doing with that one? As a beast mastery? Interesting. So is there a possibility for a arcane shot playstyle of a hunter? I'm gonna try it. We're gonna go with animal companion. Or should we go to our beast, just summon an extra pet? Because then it doesn't really matter about whether our pet gets attack or not. We have to go aspect of the beast for just the passive. I guess thrill of the hunt is fine, but it's just gonna barb shot gives us crit, and crit is gonna give us more one to the pack. But do we care? I don't know if we do. Do we want to go chimera shot, chim shot? Is this gonna do hits to 2 enemies or just 1? That's another question. This is gonna hit 2 enemies at once. Go. 1. Wow, so it's just a cleave ability with focus. So they actually killed Chimera Shot. Rest in peace. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could swap immediately. You start level 1 in PTR? Yeah, when you level, yes you do. But you can boost a level 50 character as well. We'll go one with a pack, I guess. We'll go ahead and my companion. I think I kind of want to go Murder Crows for the bit of that arcane damage that I'm going to do. And what main thing we're going to do, I know it's going to be weird, it's going to make no sense, but we're going to replace our Cobra Shot with Arcane Shot. It's going to be weird, but trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. So we're going to pop all the cooldowns, get the Cobra, Pet's attack. So much more focus. Is it me or is this really strong on single target? Is it me or is this really strong on single target? We got crows here. Gonna get barb shot just to make sure. Okay, there goes barb shot. Huh. New class of wizard hunters. I know there was a spell power hunter before because technically you are arcane damage. I'm gonna pull my energy. Gonna bestial wrath, rebarb. I just started barraging them with arcanes, man. I mean, it's kind of working. I'm pretty sure it's not how you intended to play it. But that's interesting. Let's try Bloodshed as a talent. I kind of want to try Bloodshed. That could be really good. And we're going to go for Scent of Blood instead. So we'll have Bestial Wrath will give us guaranteed barb shots I think that could be really cool. And I guess we're gonna go with Stomp. We could go with Stampede. I don't think it buffs anything. I think Bloodshot only works with pets. Really? Another same dungeon again? Okay. What is the chart you can check? What are the numbers? Arcade shot versus plate and armor, penetration, cobra, and leather shot. Yeah, I don't think it'll actually be swapping around that much, but it's just a fun like thing that I noticed just now. I doubt you'll actually be swapping that much though. Go to Pop Cities. We should rather back up, so we got ourselves the hits. Tank, please go next. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. We'll pop some heals. Throw flesh, we're gonna sit on this man for a bit. Drain fluids. Can we just freeze him for a second? Yes, we can. Just kind of small interrupt him in between. Trying to maintain my boss at this point. They're gonna lose my pet. Heal. That's okay. Not a heal, I mean, but you know what I mean. Bestial Wrath. Now we do want to get some kind of a spear, maybe. Isn't it Javelin? I think it's over here. Yeah, there's a Javelin over there. As a rogue, you can get it easily, but as the other class, you really can't. Okay. So we're gonna get a Bestial Wrath in here, and now we're gonna go for the big setup with kill commands. So pet should do a lot of damage, man. Can I feign death it? Yes, he can. He'll just swap it to somebody. Not me. Not today. I probably should have had what is it? Kill command maybe on him. Worm's gotta get killed. Nice. I got good burst from me here. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's a damn. Let's try that trolley. Don't have tomes. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to try the trolley build. Then the or the arcane mage build, basically. The spell hunter build. If I had tomes though, I'll be able to. Maybe they'll let me zone out and I can zone back in. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Hold on. Because I want to try that on single target. See if that hits hard at all. If that's any burst here. Because I don't want to test it just for funsies. I think the dungeon will be the hardest. Probably Plague Fall. Probably Plague Fall. Teleport out. I'll come back in a second. Let me change some talents. Bam. We can do this. Yeah, and I can replace one ability with the next. Cool. Zone in. Okay, we're gonna try this arcane hunter build thing, okay? Lots of passives, mostly just spam an arcane shot. In AoE, we won't really see any difference. That's the one thing. In AoE, we'll see no difference. But it might be okay. Might still be okay. We really want to try out Fear War in Arena. Yeah, they're looking really strong. They're looking really heal heavy on PTR. It's pretty good, I like it. Yeah, I guess it is pretty good. It's still really simple, very familiar. But it's not terrible. Okay, got big over here. We're just gonna try to, just gotta maintain our pet buff here. Just get a couple of shots at him here from time to time. Pet buff and AoE cleave for sure. Give a tank a heal. Kill shot. Still auto shots are doing work here, man. That does so much damage. Okay, we're gonna have to go on the big guy. 100%, dude. 100% on the big guy. Stun him. We're gonna get some AoE here, okay? We're just gonna empower pets fully. Grim Fate. I can actually... Wait, I can dispel it. Yes, I can. I forgot I can. Hell yeah. Try to give some AoE. In between of it, we are going for arcane shots. Shared Agony. Hopefully it's not on me. If it is, I can back up. Nope. Somebody else. Okay. Grim Fate. Wait, nope. That's, I missed my thing. Where's my thing? Oh, somebody disrupted him? Nope, it didn't. Never mind, apparently it works. Apparently it still works. I thought somebody hit him with a dispel or something, but I guess he just still takes damage either way. Alright, man, get in there. Get in there, hunt tank. You lost your stacks. Okay. Well, I guess he's AFK maybe, or he's waiting for this man. He's waiting for this man's right here. Okay. Let's go for that a bit of cleave. We'll just arcane shot him to death. Reset. Do this. We'll cleave back up. Should be getting a kill shot. Beautiful. Redot this guy instead. Kill shot him now. Beautiful. Feels like kill shot has like such a short cooldown. We actually are doing arcane shots, dude. We're marksman hunter, man. We're marksman now. Can I just trap him? I can trap one of them. Oh, it's still walking though. Yeah, they're still walking. Okay, well this is gonna be bad because the skeleton monstrosity is gonna make it over. Okay, I need to kick one of them next. Yep, there goes the kick. I won't have a kick for this big guy though, so that would kind of suck. Maybe we could just oh, the range on his fear is so much shorter now. Oh, the big guy is here. Oh no, we pulled everything. Well, we're dead. Yeah, we're so dead. Maybe I can just feign death it. Oh no, I died. Whoa. What happened? Oh no, look at me, I'm dead. Why? Okay. Oh, the reset. It's just him. 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 I got a present for you guys. We got him. We got that man over there. Battle PTR as a community. It'll be fun as hell. I'd be down, dude. What kind of battle we're talking about? Like a duel? 5v5 duels? Is that what you're talking about? So much damage do my pets do in a single kill command? So same number. So this hits for 600. They do about 800. So I think I do want to kill command first. So I do want to get my pets to like get really crazy in there. I think. Yeah, this dungeon would be a little bit easier if we actually did get the extra items. Like there's a javelin somewhere out here. I don't remember where. I think there it is actually. If we got the javelin, I think we would have an easier time. I'm gonna hang out back here. And actually, let's go for arcane shots. Yeah, I think I still do want to do kill command though. So my pets are gonna do quite a number. Tank, healing ya. Tank, we gotta interrupt these guys on heals. Also, somebody should have kicked it, not me. Because I'm a hunter, man. I'm PvPing out here. We buy the boxes, you know what I mean? PvPing by the boxes, boys. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how we do. Oh, he just got healed to full. Son of a bitch. Kill command? Maybe? Cleave? Kill command? Wait, cleave again? Oh, execute. Nice. That works. Yeah, this actually works too well. Maybe a little too well. Okay, we just gotta nuke this man right here. Pets, do your thing. I'm just gonna arcane shot him to death. Interrupted him, like PvP, dude. Maybe a bit more focus. Pretty good. Just let the stomps do the work. Kill shot, arcane shot. I don't even have the traits either, dude. We're playing it. Playing the game called World of Warcraft, man. Duels 5v1 Battlegrounds, all the above on PTR. That'd be fun. I think we'll have a lot of stuff to do in pre-patch anyway, but if we do it on PTR, that'd be cool too. Not against it. Oh shit, we're already going in? Alright. Let me get the pets in there too. Let me save, yeah, let me save barbershop until like the very last second. I don't even have 100 mark. I need to get 100 mark on this guy. Kill shot. There we go. I have so much focus, dude. I'm so focused. Yeah, we kind of get interrupt that, boys. I'm a hunter. I have an interrupt once in a blue moon, please. Nice. I could have hit him with a dispel, honestly. I could have hit him. Ooh! Crit! We got crit. Bottled Chimera Toxin. Just straight up crit, boys. I'm pretty sure it's a placeholder, though. I'm pretty sure they'll make it a more interesting trinket. A better trinket that gives you some sort of proc for crit or something. When does pre-patch out? Hopefully soon, man. It came out on BTR, and that means it should be available soon. A lot of players have been kind of guessing that if it's out on PTR, that means it should be available in 2 months. Because the beta is out, PTR is out, so it should be 2 months or so, give or take. There's no way to like know, you know, because Blizzard could change their mind, right? It maybe could be stuff coming up, you know, with pandemic and all, but people are expecting 2 months. And we'll see if our expectations are met or not. Oh no, pet, please help. Gonna go for that. Yeah. Yo, Arcane Shot is actually not doing half bad. I don't think it's actually doing as good as you might expect it to. I don't think it's been as amazing as people would think, but it's doing okay. Like, I don't really know how good it is in this situation, right? Because I feel like I should just be maintaining my cleave the whole time. Okay, I have a pet heal. I'm gonna give a heal to the healer. Nope, I give it to a demon hunter. Okay. Out of range, what do you mean? There we go. Playing with the Arcane Shot does give you a little bit more focus to spend on stuff. So it does give you a little bit more focus. That's for sure. Which is weird. Because like it's not the playstyle you're meant to play really, but you technically can. Like there's nothing that really stops you truly. It's really cool. It's not amazing though. I feel like still Cobra Shot is gonna be the go-to, but it's just fun how you could just do this much damage in just a weird build. Wizard would just release a date already so we knew when to put a week vacation. Yeah, I know, right? We'll hear about it soon, I think. You know what I mean? Like, it's based on previous expansions, right? We get a little bit of an idea of, like, how fast are they going and how close is to completion based on previous expansions and what happened then. Don't bug out. Okay, didn't bug out. Usually this fight here bugs out really badly, but it's okay. Oh, that shit hurts a lot. That axe. It actually does a lot of damage. Morbid fixation. Can they be slowed? I don't think they can be. Good thing I have mobility. Kill shot. Yeah. This is okay amount of damage, honestly. At least for like the wacky build that I got going on here. Do you think survival standings will be good in PvP? I think so, yeah. They're pretty good right now. So I was a pretty good spec in PvP currently, so I doubt it'll be bad. You know? Yeah, gut slice ability hurts, dude. That shit hurts. As a healer, you want to make sure you got a hot for that thing, dude. That's a defensive. You're gonna need to burn that one. Do they have almost except Sin, Rip the Rogue? Yeah. Sin is pretty pretty interesting. We'll see where Assassination goes, man. I don't think Assassin is gonna be bad though, by any measure. But I think it's definitely in a kind of a rough situation. For certain. Nice. Oh, boss already? Okay. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Do we want to burst? Do we want to lust? Or do we lust for the boss maybe? You can move, you can move. He's big. He grows. There we go. Trying to refresh speech rat. Yeah, there we go. Alright, pet, please come back, you're gonna die. Pets, please come back, you're gonna die. Aw, man. There's a beast shell. Oh, come on, please. Go. Kill him. What are you doing? Go. Okay, back up. Now get in there. Okay. Please, just do something. Please, pet. What? You're supposed to not get hit? Oh, no. Well, that didn't work out. Yeah, it looks like the pet AI is pretty interesting. Also, I'm a puppy heal. We're standing, dude. We're prepped. We're in position. Nice. I wonder if they'll remove this buff later. I feel like for just people that do normal dungeons, that might be a little rough one. It's not really that bad of a buff. Oh, they actually, I think, upgraded the animation there. That was a Demon Hunter Kieran ability. It's like a sigil that you place. Both Havoc and Tank get it. Nice. I mean, in terms of like damage, I guess I'm not doing that bad. It's just in comparison to these guys, I don't really know like how geared are they or whatever, right? I don't know what their situation is. I will mostly just Azerite gear that's not slotted in or nothing for Beast Mastery. Plus, it wouldn't work here anyway. Alrighty, pet, please. Hopefully you guys are here, and hopefully I don't get yeeted this time. How much damage do my pets do? Kill command. Yeah, they do quite a bit. I doubt it's a bad hit, honestly. Also, I need to 100 mark. Yo, Lay, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Is it really? Oh no, dude, did I get a piece of gear and I just didn't see it? I'm sorry, man. Yo, I'll clear it, dude. I'll clear it next time I get. Yo, can we get a hashtag lane chat while getting kidnapped? Can we get a hashtag lane chat? My man, appreciate you. Crap, I'm gonna die, dude, but it's okay. All for Lay. Alright, pet, let's go. Do your thing. Run in. Sprint. Do your thing. I'm just gonna snipe him out of here, dude. We got 30. Oh, they gave us 30 seconds now? That's so much more time in comparison. Look at that, dude. Easy. What is this? Is this WoW Call of Duty, dude? Let's go, man. Come on, dude. Activision Blizzard, what game did you open for me today, dude? I'm just running and gunning, dude. Doesn't even matter. Still top damn. Alrighty, boys. Do I have my pet? Nope, but it's okay. I got arcane shots. I don't have my main pet for kill commands, but it's okay. I got arcane shots. I think it'll be fine. This is maybe why I was preparing for this, dude. As long as I'm not the one getting kidnapped, then I think it'll be okay, too. Because I'm tired of getting kidnapped. Oh no. What mine's on you? Yeah, we're fine. No kill command needed. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Inventory is full. We got a trinket to equip it. We don't get scaled here, do we? No, we don't. That's cool. Normally we do. Alrighty, thanks everybody. Thanks all. Thanks all. You guys are so nice and so kind. Yeah, so this is working out. Dal never cleans his room bag. What? Dal never clean his room / bag. What, you think I treat my room like I treat my bags? You'll be right. Are you kidding me? Dude, that takes energy, and I need all the energy to play World of Warcraft. Are you serious? Can you guess that I'm a functional adult? This motherfucker pays taxes. I don't believe it. Wait, do you have a Lego? Wait. No, you just have like level 60 crafting gear. That's cool. And you have a bag. Satchel of misbegotten minions. That sounds awesome. I really hope we don't have like those kind of trinkets with just stats, but maybe we will for this expansion. You never really know, right? I kind of like the crazy new shindigs we got going on. Equipoise. Necklace. Are you actually playing like with all the Azerites? You are. You're actually getting bonuses. Oh, that's so weird. Please play Hunter. It seems really nice in Shadow. Oh, I also play Hunter. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be good in Shadowlands, honestly. I was joking. Is that actually true? No, my room is pretty clean. I mean, besides like a occasional like water bottle here and there that's been sitting for a day or two maybe. Nice mustache. Thank you, fam. WDS feels good though. Well, I can't say Beastmaster feels bad to play. It's not really something for me for sure. Like if I were to rank it, I feel like it wouldn't be something for me. And I think with that, boys, we can actually do our tier list. I think this is like the one spec that I have never actually played. Marksman, Survival, I spent time on them. All 3 specs of Mages, I spent time on them. Warlocks, I spent quite a bit of time on those. Shamans, Rogues, Warriors, Death Knights, Demon Hunter. Yeah, I think we can actually make our tier list, boys. You want to do it? We want to make a tier list on stream? I think that'd be fun. You guys want to join and participate? Help me out here. Make a tier list. One of those like basic bitch like lists that everybody makes on YouTube. I think it'd be cool, man. I think it'd be cool to like put my thoughts out, what I think is good, what I think is not. But it's gonna be a modified tier list, okay? It's not gonna be like the whole what everybody else puts, okay? It's gonna be my tier list, dude. It's gonna be my tier list. You guys ready? Alright, I'm gonna find the WoW spec tier list. Which one of these did tier maker? No, okay. I think that's the one I have. Okay, I gotta make sure it's in the right no, precision mode. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let me show you. Normal view. So this is what I was dealing with on the website, right? Terrible. Boop. Much better. Isn't it much better? Alrighty, boys. Okay, man. Okay. Let me do this too. Let me record this too, okay? Just so I can have it. I might make a separate video, but I will use the same tier list as we have. So let me record it just in case I use portions of this like stream for video purposes, okay? Let me just record it in my just for me, okay? Just for me. Is it recording? There it is. Okay, cool. Alrighty, boys. You can see on the left side here, I do not have the OG, like, I don't know, tier list stuff. World of Warcraft. Expansions, classes. So I'm not going to have it as like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, right? I feel like that just gives too many people like a wrong impression of what you mean, right? When you say S tier to one person, it means like godlike. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is the best. And I think no classes ever should hit the unicorn tier, right? That's impossible. But also, I don't think any class is ever like D tier or whatever your top tier is like trash. Never bring them into a dungeon ever again kind of deal, right? So I don't want to do that, right? Because for some people, A might mean average. For some people, A might mean good, but maybe really good. A might mean like anything to them, right? like everybody has their own ideas, right? So most people consider, oh, most classes are good, I'll put them in the A tier. But for somebody it's like, no, they're average. Like, yeah, they're good, but they're still average, so I'll put them like a B tier, C tier, whatever. So I decided to really identify what each tier is, dude. We got bonkers, which is specs that are just broken right now. Like, there's only a few specs that are gonna fall in this category. These are not meaning that they're good. It simply means right now on beta I meant to cough in you guys' ears. Don't worry, that was meant to happen. On beta means they are exceptionally busted in some way or another. Tier list opponents for WoW, it's still fun to do. Tier list on WoW meta is nothing surprising. Destroy and Arcane, or rest is mediocre at most. Really? Destroy and Arcane are top, rest is mediocre. Tier list works for a game like For Honor. So we can't have this just even for fun? Is that what you're saying, Devin? Oh, no. It's only for this one specific game, For Honor, that like we play on the Xbox or some shit. No, PC. Okay, no. Let me be at least honest here. You do, but it's like what, a Mortal Kombat Medieval? Is that the only game we could do it for? And just like, no, for World of Warcraft, nah, not allowed. All right, boys, good video. Appreciate you. See you next time. You know what I mean? Nah, dude, we can still do a tier list. Because I think it's fun. Like, watching other people do it and have their own opinions. I'm more interested when it comes to tier stuff. It's just seeing people's opinions. You know what I mean? I don't care to flame them. I just want to see what people think. And tier list allows you to really culminate for all the different specs where you feel like. I gotta give... Yeah, here we go. So we are going to look at the classes in terms of specific tier lists, right? It's not going to be S tier, A tier, because that can give everybody any idea what it might be. So I did specify in bonkers going to be classes that I've seen that are somehow in very, very like end game, min-maxer situations are doing exceptional. Doesn't mean you're gonna get that off the bat. Doesn't mean you're gonna get low 55 and start seeing those kind of numbers. But these are certain classes that are most likely gonna get nerfed or adjusted in balancing for the next expansion. Adjusted down, I guess. Improved. Classes that I think have improved from where they were, right? Specs that have gotten better. Maybe they're doing more damage. Maybe their playstyle is significantly better in my opinion. Fun doesn't mean they're always better, but does mean that it's personally enjoyable. Like maybe a guilty pleasure. It could be any one of those. Mostly a change means they really didn't change much from BFA. And then if they're good now, they're good into the next expansion. If they're bad now, they're probably going to be bad into the next expansion. A handful of classes are going to fall into this because there's a lot of changes. Lacking means that there have been changes, but there's still something about them that doesn't feel right. Could be the DPS, but that's not going to be the main thing. Lacking could be like there's not enough evolution, or it feels like it just lost things going from last expansion to this expansion. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Sub-Rogue would be improved. And then there's the ones that I'm just not sure, where I don't want to call them bad, I don't want to call them good, I just barely played them. Or I feel like maybe after my thought process is like, you know what, I haven't spent enough time in that class, or in that spec. So let's start it off with Death Knights, Frost, and Unholy. These two are going to be straight up in the bonkers field off the bat. Just to get it out of the way, let's pull the band-aid off. Why? Because there were some of my guildies, as well as plenty of others in other guilds, that were in the beta for the raid testing. And there was a couple different, I guess you could call exploits, but mostly bugs, where when you craft your gear, you could actually craft, like, okay, so you have these, I don't know exact details of exactly how to do it to achieve this, but when you craft a piece of gear, you could put in a scroll with haste, versatility, critical strike, or mastery. Each one of those scrolls, I know they're AoE cap, but that's not why I'm putting them up here. Those scrolls, when you craft a piece of gear, like you say you want to make a shoulder, you put in a haste scroll and a crit scroll, and then the gear is going to have haste crit. Somehow they were able to put in 4 scrolls instead of just 2. They put 1 crit, 1 haste, and like 2 mastery scrolls. Or you could put double crit or double haste. So they found out like to get more secondary stats on the character, head to toe, right? There's only a couple classes that benefit massively from this, and Death Knight and Unholy were insanely strong with secondary stats. Like top tier melee, massive amounts of DPS with all that secondary stats. That leads me to believe that when we get better gear, they're only going to get better and better. Yes, they had extra stats than everybody else, but the amount of value they got out of those secondary stats was nuts. And there's already plenty of broken things like rogues, bone, spike thing that you throw from Maldraxxus. That's a pretty strong Covenant ability by itself, and even that couldn't compete against Death Knights. So I would put him in the bonkers of the bad because there was some sort of exploit people did to get more secondary stats, and the amount of raw damage they got from just a tiny little bit extra secondary stats was insane. So in the end game, I'm expecting for them to get insane, and they might even get a little bit nerd because of how much benefit they get out of secondary stats. But isn't a class thing? No. But I wouldn't be ranking rogues on the Covenant ability of Bone Spike either. I'm just making an example. A non-class ability couldn't compete with what these classes could do with just stats. So these two, I feel like, in my personal opinion, have a chance to achieve like insane status. Plus, it also does not help that they also got Anti-Magic Zone, which is an insanely strong defensive where you're gonna need a Death Knight. So Frost and Holy are both viable options, and even though they're Captain AoE, I would still put them in the bonkers field. But that's the only two specs I put there, mostly because of the amount of value they get out of just raw stats. So the more gear they get, I think this could be one of the strongest two specs in the game. Or at least they're going to be way in the top tier. At least that's how I'm feeling right now. Anyway, let's get to the rest of the classes. So let's start off with a Shamans. I would at least put him in the fun. They definitely have changed, so you wouldn't put him in mostly unchanged. I personally enjoy the playstyle of Enhancement Shaman, but I would probably put him in the improved because of the extra utility they bring. You got a totem that can heal, you got slow totem, tremor totem, so it's more totems for you to use. I mean, I guess tremor and slow were already there, but it's just the idea of more totems. And Wind Fury totem. This opens up opportunity for a melee heavy composition inside of dungeons, PvP, as well as raiding. Now, I don't know how good they'll be in PvP. This dude seems really squishy, but they got so many cool new talents and so much more adjustment to enhancement in terms of playstyle that I not only enjoy, but I do think it's a massive improvement of where they're at. All of the bad enhancement shamans might not have the best secondary stats, and even if the spec is going to be based on secondary stats alone, they bring Wind Fury Totem. And with the synergy you can have Wind Fury Totem and the Fury Warrior Covenant ability already opens up a massive opportunity for people to bite at inside of compositions for dungeons and raids of a melee heavy group. Lots more auto attacks. The thing about enhancement is they'll be taking elemental legendary, which is making it crazy good. Yes, even legendaries too. Legendaries are going to make it even stronger. I'm not really considering legendaries as much, but I guess they should be added as well. This seems squishy. It kept nearly one hit. I keep getting nearly one hit. I'm not really looking at this tier maker from a PvP standpoint in particular. I'm mostly looking at it from the PvE standpoint. I guess I could take PvP. I mean, I can make a comment on the PvP aspects, but I'm not going to put them in the lower field because they take a lot of damage. Just because they are squishy. That's not what I put Death Knights at the top, right? I didn't put them up because they're tanky. But I think enhancement is definitely improved. Not only is it fun, but it has gotten better. I think obviously better. Yeah, huge fan of it. Shamans right now are still squishy. That doesn't count into my improved. That's not a negative. I mean, mages are squishy, but they can still blow you up, right? Mages are really squishy, and they'll still blow you up. Some classes are glass cannons, and I feel like maybe they will have a playstyle of glass cannon PvP. But it's not going to go against the whole, like, the fact that they're better in playstyle. The only thing that's concerning to me is the damage, but that's obviously to like Blizzard tuning or whatever. Mage, G-Pies, you know what I mean? It's squishy, but it's not, or not, still going to be my main SHADOWLANDS, the rework? Yeah, the rework is too good, man. It's too good. Feeling strong for Windwalker or good for Boommaster. It looks awesome. It doesn't do any damage right now. I think it's bugged, Felix, but it does look cool. Alright, what else do we take? Oh man. Priest. I think they are stronger. Holy Priest. I think they are stronger. I know they're fun. I know that Holy Priest is the priest that everybody said at some point in my guild and through with friends or friends. Oh, they're going to be the best healer class in the game. Most throughput out there. Lots of utility. Because I'm not a healer main, I don't know how I feel about it. It's just, I feel like Yeah, that belongs higher, Dal. Do you think it is? Because you can't base these classes on tier list on numbers. This is not why I have all these categories on the left side. This is not a numbers game. This is more like playstyle, feel, and utility. It does have a lot more tools for damage. A lot more buttons. Lots more healing. They even give you more instacast too, with a circuit heal becoming baseline. And now a talent buffs it if you want it or not. But it's just there either way. Lots of utility, lots of throughput. Might be the go-to healer overall. I've been dueling PTR. Well, no, I wouldn't put a priest on like a high standard because they're really good at duels in PTR. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, I probably wouldn't put them up there because they're pretty good in duels in PvP. Yeah, this, I mean, I guess PvP is slightly considered for this list, but it's not like the core. And because like a Holy Priest didn't die in a duel or actually killed somebody in duel in PvP on PTR in pre-patch, I saw like I would put them improved just for that alone. You know what I mean? I'd say I put them on not sure just because I hear that a lot of people have said that Holy Priests are amazing, but it just, every time I do raid testing, I see Disc Priests, I see Resto Shamans, I see Holy Paladins with Struggle Bus, that they have been sometimes. I see Rested Druids, I don't see Holy Priests. So I just put them on not sure. Does not mean they're bad. It does not mean they're bad. Repeat our SHADOWLANDS, beta. This is a beta so far. Beta so far, yeah. It's SHADOWLANDS beta so far. I put them on a not sure just because they're not bad. They're not good. Well, I heard that they were good, but I just don't see anybody play them. Besides maybe like dungeons here and there. I feel like they might be, you know what, I am going to put them in, because this is going to be a good healer no matter what, right? Maybe it might not be the meta healer, it might not be the top tier healer, but it is good for players that are like just starting the class. So actually I put him mostly unchanged. Because they're not terrible, but they don't bring DR. I think at the beginning of expansion, I'm going to put him back in not sure. I'm going to put him back in not sure. When it's pre-patch, well, with PTR getting pre-patch, we think it's... The number has been floating around as 2 months, Gallon. So 2 months release for SHADOWLANDS, not PTR. 2 months are either release for SHADOWLANDS or PTR. So if 2 months for SHADOWLANDS, that means PTR in a month or so. Maybe a little more. Yeah, I'll put him in not sure. Tier list for PvP or PvE. It's a generalized list, more leading into PvE. How does that sound? Can't really do a tier or PTR right now? Yeah, not PTR. I'm doing it for SHADOWLANDS and not based on numbers either. That would be too silly because we don't have finalized numbers. Okay. I think I'm repeating myself at this point. Also, some beard hair got stuck in my finger like a splinter. Retribution Paladin. I put him in fun. I've heard some comments of people saying that you still have a lot of abilities in GCD and your mobility is still like wheelchair. So I can agree with that. Yeah, on GCDs it's not super great, but I put Red Pally fun because it's honestly for me a guilty pleasure. Because it didn't really change too much in terms of the basic playstyle. Like the buttons you press are not really gonna change. Hammer Wrath baseline is nice though. I will give him that. And there's like one new talent. Actually, there's a couple of new talents new there. But in terms of how you play, you're still gonna be wings heavy. I don't think you're gonna stop being wings heavy anytime soon. There's just more stuff with wings improved. So I'll tell you what I like about Paladin, Retribution in particular. Not because it's something different about Retribution, but rather it's because I like that it has more toolkits as a Paladin. I feel like Hand of Sacrifice is awesome. The auras are great with Devotion Aura, Crusader Aura, then we have the Concentration Aura. I like that a lot. I think there's some cool new talents in terms of helping himself heal or heal others. And I kind of like maybe the potential for them to be able to weapon swap, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Mark, you popped in late, dude. I'll rewind the stream a little bit, see why I put Frost in Bunkers, dude. No. You have to rewind the stream, Mark. See why I put Frost and Bunkers, dude. This is DVR option. Literally just rewind it. Like 15 minutes? No, 12 minutes. I talked about Frost and Holy off the bat. Do that. I'll come back. You won't miss much. I'm very slow at these. I'm very slow. Yeah, so I'll put Retribution Paladin on fun because I don't really know like how good it's going to be with Hand of Sac, right? It might be insane, and I think it's going to be insane, but I don't see a lot of people really picking up Retribution Paladin for the utility they have. I think the utility they're going to bring in dungeons is so cool, though. I think it's so awesome. I just don't know how good it's going to be, and I'm hoping it'll be good, so I'll put them in fun. Just because they're not really that much different. I do think the utility they bring is an improvement, though. But it's not really as much about what a Retribution Paladin brings, but rather what every Paladin brings, right? You're going to get the same utility from Prot, from Holy. So it's not like a unique red thing, so I'd put red in fun. What's up, Gal? How you doing, man? Alright, Arms Warriors, I put them in improved. I like the change to Mastery. I think it's going to be effective. I think it's going to give them a lot more burst damage, less sustained damage, so it's going to really let them to get like lots more damage output out. I feel like the Mastery kind of held them back, to be honest. So I put them in improved. I like the changes. I think the legendaries are cool, even though I don't really count legendaries as part of this list. But I do like the legendaries too. I feel like Shamans are improved, Gal, at least personally. Yeah, the Mastery changes I think is going to make a big difference. And I also kind of like how there's still uniqueness to the Immortal Strike, even though you'll have executes. That's going to reduce a little bit their execute potential where you just spam execute over and over and over. You know what I mean? It's not Sky. What's up, not Sky? How you doing, fam? Yeah, I'd say Mastery improvements for arms. It's not a massive amount of changes, but I do think the playstyle has improved. I do like it a lot. I like them big executes, dude. It really gets a lot more damage out. You're able to not only just to get like a little execute and then a big bleed after, but big execute with a bleed. I think it only makes sense, dude. So you're still going to be able to use it against rogues. It's still going to do pretty well. Red is more improved than arms. Well, I explained why I put red in fun. Because they're a paladin thing rather than a red thing has. Guys, can you guys hear me? Hello, Mike? Hello, is it working? Can you guys hear my explanations? Or am I talking to myself? Because I don't know if the mic was working. Because I literally just explained why I put Retribution in fun. Hello, hello, hello. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, did Kaz just pop in late? No, Kaz was here earlier. What am I talking about? Yes, okay, it works. Yeah, because I just explained Retribution Paladin, and then Kaz like, it should be improved. It's more improved than arms. Where? It didn't change much. It got a Hammer Wrath, and it's got utilities that every paladin got. But that's why I put it in fun, because it's mostly utilities that every paladin got rather than what a red can do. I like the fact that I could do all those things in a red. But in terms of red, it's still very GCD heavy, and it's got no more mobility. If it's got mobility or less GCDs, I would put it improved easily. Again, I feel like I literally just said it, and he's like, nah, it should be improved, better than arms. It's like, how? At least to me it makes no sense. Yeah. Alright, Balance Droid. Where am I gonna put Boomy, dude? I don't know. I wanna put in Lacking. There's so many. I tried Boomy, man. I've tried Boomy. I really want it to be good. What I think Blizzard should do is to make they brought back the affinity system, right? You go from Nature Affinity to Lunar Affinity to Nature Affinity to Lunar Affinity. In Lunar, Arcane damage does more. In Nature Affinity, Solar Eclipses. They're like affinities. Either way. I feel like your damage is still so... I love the fact that Stars is a good portion of your damage, right? Stars in AoE is going to be better. And I feel like maybe with a bit of Cleave in Lunar Affinity with Starfire, it's going to be better. But there's something about it that just doesn't feel right. I feel like maybe I would love for the Eclipses to be less stronger. Like if I'm going into a big Mythic Plus group, right? It's going to be like 8 enemies just hanging out. One big guy and a bunch of little ads. As a Balance Druid, if I am not in Lunar Affinity, if I'm in Nature Affinity, I want my Sunfire to do a good portion of damage, and then my Wrath to really nuke down the main guy. Yeah, Eclipses need bigger payoffs, is the best way to put it. Because it's still very... I mean, it's cool that your Starfall does a lot more damage. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that Star Surge still has a lot of burst. In single target, it does fine. But like when you roll into a trash pack and you're in Solar Eclipse, it just feels awful. When you roll up to a boss and you're in Lunar Eclipse, it doesn't feel nearly as bad. But when you roll up to a trash pack and you're in Solar Eclipse, it feels terrible. Like it actually, you know what would be better? To get into Eclipse so that your Starfall does more damage, and then just Starfire. Don't Wrath. Put up Sunfire, Moonfires, and just Starfire, which is not what you're supposed to do in the Eclipse. I think, yeah, if your Eclipses had a bigger payoff, like if Lunar give you massive cleave in AoE, right? You can basically like almost be top or competitive to top damage without popping cooldowns. If you're in Lunar, I'll be happy. And if you were slamming the boss in Solar, or could use Solar to nuke down the guy in a trash pack with the most amount of health, kind of like think of Sigil Borealis and the Cannon Dude before the second boss, right? McKenna, dude, he'll aim a cannon, shoot it, hit, jump back. If you could just nuke him down as a boomkin, I'll be okay with it. Something about him I find lacking, and Blizzard can change it with the tunings. But I personally find him lacking. I think a lot of people enjoy the new playstyle in the Sunfire and Moonfire and Starfall. I'm glad that Starfall does more damage, but to me personally, I tried it and I feel like it needs more tuning. Imagine a streamer having a personal opinion. I know, right? No. I should ask you guys, what do you think, and then follow your opinion, yeah? I should, yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys like about Boomy? I'll take the average, and I'll place it where you guys think it should be, and I'll score some internet points. This rank is no real. Shadowlands will be again effective with mages, demon hunters, and rogue pals in PvP. Well, let's hope not then. Yeah, we'll see. Destro Warlock. Is it mostly unchanged? Because Destro Warlocks right now are really strong. Are they going to be weaker next expansion? Boomy's lacking. They are moon chickens. Maybe I need to hit a Boomkin back up again, but right now I'll put them on lacking. There's something about it that feels a little off. With Destro Warlocks, I can't really say they are... Destro Warlocks, I won't say they are... Because right now they're a juggernaut, right? They are a king right now. They're a crowned king in PvP. They are insanely strong in PvE too. They are very competitive to Fire Mages. I know Fire Mages are slightly ahead of them, but Destro Warlocks is like the Warlock spec to play right now. If you want like an aggregate of like really strong abilities. Big Witch was pretty much exclusive with Talent Pro, but it's coming back, but that whole row of like what's on the same row as Wake of Ashes is different too though, Kraz. Because you also got Consecration back too. But just not super strong, like it's not insane. Okay, I'll put them in improved. They're a little better, in my opinion. I don't know. Because you make a good point, but like... I'll keep them fun for now. I'll think about it. I'll come back to it. Yeah, I think Warlock's gotten not as strong. I think they're fun. They're still guilty pleasure. They're still really easy. You're still going to be able to drop down a bunch of Infernals on an enemy, so that's going to be cool. You're still going to be able to have cool Chaos Bolts, but I'll put them on fun because of the Fire Destro playstyle. Huge fan. Was Red Exorcism Blizzard? I think that's Blades of Justice, basically the Exorcism. Without the extra like undead benefits. Oh, didn't Paladins also get Turn Undead back? So they can fear undeads? That could be useful. I'm starting to think we should put Brett in improved actually. Like, I will put him in improved, but I just don't know. Like, the things I like about him is not what really Retribution brings, but rather what Paladins bring. Fuck it, I'll put him in improved. I'm convinced. Because I want to put it in improved anyway. Yeah, because I guess I did get a Wake of Ashes. I mean, you always took Wake of Ashes. I forgot about Consecration too, but I guess having Consecration is better than not having one. It does stun undead, yeah. So I guess this is going to be a Shadowlands, especially with undead enemies everywhere. So maybe for Shadowlands they'll actually be better. You know what? Just for the AoE stun with Shadowlands, Red would be improved. Okay, that solves it actually. That alone will solve it. I forgot about it. Hammer Wrath is... Yeah, I feel like you always picked Hammer Wrath, so it's not like it was competitive. Or it's not like it was a competition, really. So to you, as a Red Pally, it won't really feel that different. And you will always take that one where it's a AoE Divine Storm, so it's a trait, so it's not like it's going to change the playstyle. Is Iron Frosty going to be thing again? We are hoping, dude. They really need to buff it, because right now the dual wield, I think, has more autos, so more kill machine procs, and 2 runes. So that's dual wield seems stronger, but Destro's fun is another viable option. I don't think Destro going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be lacking. Losing traits and all the haste is going to suck for them, but I don't think it's going to be bad any moment. Feral Druid, where are we at with Ferals? So Druids in general, I feel like gotten improved from the hybrid aspect, right? Druids have gotten more hybrid abilities. So like, you are stronger when you're not in your role, when you're not in your skin. As for Feral, they really haven't changed much. They've gotten a couple talents adjusted. Feral's mostly didn't change. I feel like Ferals right now in BFA, where they're at, they're not terrible. Lacking? Feral is a guilty pleasure for me too, though. There's a cool legendary that gives you lots of energy. I don't mind feral playstyle personally. I could say it's mostly a change. Yeah, I could totally see it as mostly a change because it got in a couple adjustments and they're not bad. Real strong in BFA PvP. They're not bad in dungeons and raids either. But corruptions, they do some cool shit with corruptions, but Fury's God. We'll get to Fury in a second here, boys. We'll get to Fury in a second. Yeah, I'd put Feral mostly unchanged because I would put him in mostly changed, not because they're bad, because they're actually pretty good in BFA. They're niche, sure. Like they're the playstyle and the people whether they like the playstyle not as niche. Not everybody's gonna be like, oh, I love me some Feral playstyle. But they're not bad. I won't put them in a bad playstyle at all. Like it maybe takes a little more gear, takes a little bit more work, more effort, you know, warming up to them. They're not bad. And going to the next expansion, they are like at the beginning of BFA they started bad, end of BFA they were pretty good. And I'd say they're pretty good right now. So I put them in mostly change. Another class I put in mostly change is Frost. I know. You saw the Van Rookie video with Greater Pyro, Icelands, Nova, Perma, right? Double Nova, if you want a cold snap. I've seen it. It's really cool. SHADOWLANDS for PvE. Generalist with a leaning to PvE, yes. Generalist with a leaning to PvE. I feel like Frost mages are never really bad in BFA. It's just Fire was always ahead. Frost was never really bad. And I'd say that Frost is going to the next expansion mostly the same. It's at least fun. No, I think it's perfect. To me, is it personally fun to me, though? Frost. It's not a bad spec. Y'all so slow? What do you mean? Hello? With these? I'm sorry. I'll go faster. Frost is fun? Okay, hold on. I can't put it in fun when you guys find it fun. Fun would be if I find it fun or not. I find Feral fun. I guess should I put Feral fun? No, I can't just put everything in fun just to please people. I gotta be honest with like myself, man. I gotta be honest with my own thoughts here, man. Frost is definitely fun, but it's in change in BFA, really. Yeah, it hasn't changed, but it's good. It's not bad. But I put it mostly changed because there's not enough changes that happened to it to say it's improved. There's not a new mechanic that I've gotten that I'm like into, you know what I mean? It hasn't gotten a new mechanic that I could just jump on. That's just me personally. I'm an arcane boy, man. I'm arcane mage, dude. I'm a huge fan of that one. Doesn't mean I hate Frost by any measure, but you know, there's a reason I like Outlaw, and I'm not like a assassination guy. You know, Frost's crazy good. They might be really good balancing wise, yeah, because they're doing really well in tuning, but balancing damage numbers is not enough for me to put it improved. Because Blizzard giveth and Blizzard taketh away. You know what I mean? Blizzard can give and they can take it away. Arcade Mage all the way. Dude, I love me arcade. That's just something fun for me, man. Our Frost DK and Holy Bonkers. Go back 23 seconds. Go back 25 minutes and I explain it there. But long story short, there's like an exploit people could get secondary stats, and my god, Unholy DK is a competitive in damage, but with just a little bit extra secondary stats, a little bit extra mastery, bro, they blow people out of the water. Just a little extra secondary stats. Oh my god. And anti-magic zone. You're gonna need a Death Knight. But you can go back and get more details on it. It has DVR with the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna put Frost and most unchanged. Final verdict, they're good. They just haven't changed too much. That's not a bad thing. Is there something about Frost that I personally find like a guilty pleasure of? No, there's not a new mechanic or no new thing that got added to Frost mages where I'm like, oh my god, this is super fun. Like Destro and Infernal's dropping. I'm sorry, dude. I see Infernal, I hit like. It's just funny. But also the Fire playstyle too. Frost didn't get a new playstyle. Maybe if it got a new playstyle with different talents, I could totally see it happen. I think it's gonna be a really solid spec though. It might be the meta spec. Might be one of the best ones for raiding at the beginning. Alright, what else? What haven't we taken a look at? Hunters. Let's do Hunters. Where does Marksman sit for me? Fun. I can't say if it's improved or not, because right now it does insane damage. So in damage, it totally would go and improve it. But again, Blizzard can tune you any moment, dude. Any day, they can just take away the damage you got. So I put him in a fun. What I like about Marksman is the changes to the talents. I like how there's a lot more, dude. A lot more talents to work for. Super Saiyan got buffed, hopefully it'll be good. I'm hoping bouncing again will do it. Then there's a bleed roll. There's like a damage roll. Chimera Shot does like have weird interaction with ability. They are also adjusting them on focus a little bit, but I do find them fun. They always have been kind of fun, and I think they might be a bit more mobile. I know like nobody really likes to stand there and be a turret, but with some of the changes Marksman have gotten, is going to make him mobile. Alright, Priest. I'm sorry if you disagree with me here. They are not perfect. However, Devouring Plague is super fun to press. It's exceptionally fun. And then now the link with your dots and your channel ability and a Mind Blast, fun. Void Eruption and Void Form still feels mediocre. But I'm glad that's not the main mechanic I'm looking for. I'm glad that I'm a DP fiend, dude. I'm gonna DP every boss I see, you know what I mean? I love it. I'm sorry, I love it. Yes, it is. Void Form is still like a kind of a wet blanket, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Void Form is still kind of a wet blanket. But I think they've gotten improved. I do like the DP a lot. I like it a lot personally. It's just more fun. I've liked it ever since they added DP as like a secondary ability that didn't do a lot of damage. I just missed it. Can't see any anger with your point, Dal. Nothing bonkers. The tuning will definitely. Yeah, it's a tuning thing, right? They're not perfect. I think they still need to adjust Void Form. Maybe they need to take Void Form and take away that 90 sanity thing on it, right? Just let players naturally build up sanity and then go into Void Form, DP into Void Bolt, and do all that. You know what I mean? Devouring Plagues per second? Yes, DPS, dude. Devouring Plagues per second. DPPS, dude. We're gonna have so much DPPS. I don't know, dude. I actually like Shadow. I like it a lot. There's certain expansions where I started out and I'm cold to it and I warm up, but I've been playing quite a bit of Shadow. I want it to be good too. I want it to be good. That's why I'll put it on improved too. But I'm mostly put it on improved because I do think the playstyle has improved. It is more fun. Buttons are a lot more fun to press. There's a lot more direct damage. You can really get it. There's a less ramp. But I also really am excited for it. I'm hoping it'll be good. I'll be so sad if it's bad, but I'm gonna still play it. I'm actually gonna play it. Remember when Priest had Void Bolts, not Sanity? Void Ball. Oh, they had Shadow Orbs. Yeah, I remember it, dumb. I think it's fine to have a Sanity bar. I mean, they could go back to the Void or Shadow Orbs, but I think it's fine with a Sanity bar. We get through the class, just wait. Alright, you guys asked for Fury Warrior. Fury, improved. I like it. Single-minded Fury? Are you kidding me? You can have more weapons. If there's a busted weapon in a dungeon inside a raid, two-hander or one-hander, Fury Warrior, you can get it. You can take it. It's a weapon, dude. Imagine if you can get certain weapons that one-handers can run as a Fury Warrior. Imagine if Fury Warrior could wear Folly when that was Folly when that was a big weapon back in the day. Imagine. It's mostly unchanged, but there are talents that got changed. There's quite a lot of talents that have changed. But also Warriors got more defenses. You got more utility. You got Reflect, you got Intervene, you got good heal still. I like Warrior. I think Fury Warrior has changed quite a bit. I like the talent changes that it's gotten. Because talents allow you to restructure your playstyles a little bit. I'm a huge personally fan. I'm a huge fan, man. Huge fan of Warrior. I had to put it in the same place as Arms. I personally enjoy it. I hate Warriors now. Oh, no. I like him, dude. I think it's going to be awesome to have Spell Reflect. You got a mechanic that's going to hit you. Boom, Spell Reflect. Now you can actually be brought to dungeons without being a burden. Without having to press Enrage Regen every time a big mechanic hits you. Spell Reflect, boom. If it's physical, ignore pain. You have to sacrifice some rage, but you're still not going to die. I like it, dude. It gave you more player agency. Best range by far. We'll get to Beast Mastery. Alrighty. Who have we not talked about yet? I think we covered one of every class. Oh, Windwalker. Where are we going to put you, buddy? Now, a lot of you guys have asked me about Windwalkers. A lot of you guys have asked me about Windwalker monks. A lot of you. Where are we going to put them? Demon Hunter, we'll get to them. So, what are the biggest changes to Windwalker? Your Touch of Death is now an execute mechanic. You have Zuen, which is going to give you that sustain, kind of like a shaman with a fire elemental. The fire elemental is going to help you do damage. So you don't need to like Touch of Death, max the damage into Touch of Death. So I think it's going to be enjoyable. You still have a lot of mobility. That's always fun. Honestly, class with a lot of mobility, and also one of the best masteries I've ever seen. Still, I think the master carries them. I can put them at least in fun. It's hard to tell if they're improved, because they didn't really change so much in terms of the tier sets and stuff. Not tier sets, but in terms of like the utility they bring, right? They still bring the debuff for physical. You still have a Ring of Peace, which is a unique CC. You have a lot of mobility. Touch of Death is still unique defensive. They've gotten also a baseline wall too. 45 bruise baseline. I think it's better. Windwalker's broken in BFA. I can see why someone would say that. In Shadowlands, I won't say they're broken. They seem like really good, but also really squish. I put them at least fun, dude. I put them at least fun. As for improved, it's hard to tell, man. Okay, Windwalkers are going to feel improved if there's no one-shot mechanics in dungeons. Then Windwalkers are going to be more played. If there's one-shot mechanics, it's going to be hard to bring a Windwalker because they don't have a unique one-shot prevention. They have Karma, and they can pop wall, and they can do Diffuse Magic, which is going to reduce damage heavily, but if it's a one-shot, it's a one-shot, right? I want to put them at least fun, dude. They're enjoyable to play. Like, no matter how you size it, they're enjoyable. They might not even be meta, but they're super fun. Alright, what do we get to? There's no tanks in this one. So I'm actually okay with that. There's healers, there's no tanks. Let's do another healer. Disc Priest is at least fun. I would put him in improved because I feel like Disc Priest got... Well, okay, so first of all, Disc Priest on healing numbers, they seem to do good healing in bursts, right? They're going to be atonement heavy. Some of the ledgers they have are really cool. Some ledgers are really going to give them a cool playstyle. They also get quite a bit of damage now with Shadow War Death. That's going to be really cool, especially for PvP. It's hard to put them in improved because I feel like they're mostly unchanged. I feel like they're mostly unchanged than improved. Because they didn't really change too much. And Covenant abilities are going to adjust them for sure. For better or for worse. Depending on which one you play, depending on the situation too. I put him in fun. I always like the DPS aspect of a Disc Priest. Personally, always enjoyed it. And it's still there. I feel like with certain Covenants though, certain abilities will give him a little bit more burst. A change like BM. Yeah, BM would be one of those classes I put in unchanged. Well, they are slightly different with talents, but the general playstyles are going to be different. I'm going to put Disc Priest in improved. I feel like they decided to go and like the Shadow Covenant ability, where you do a big heal for allies and you can use holy spells. Didn't they make that one a lot more of a payoff? Like it actually will do a lot more damage with the shadow abilities, like the Mind Blast and the Shadow War Death. Doesn't it do more burst healing now? So it feels like they went in a little bit deeper on some of those talents. Then I'll put them in fun. It's the healer that I enjoy the most, let's say, at least from the... Because I DPS a lot, right? That's why there's not a lot of other healers on this list. I DPS a lot, so I put him up there. Alrighty, Sub-Rogue. Could I put him in Bonkers? Totally. Do I know how good they're gonna be? Hard to tell. They are definitely improved. You didn't have Fine Weakness baseline, and now you do. You got Slice and Dice, which is gonna give you more energy, more calm points, because of the buff. That they have. Improved Bonkers. Okay, Bonkers, I told you, it's only going to be 2 specs in there because of something specific that I saw in beta testing and mostly in raids. But Sub-Rogue is definitely an improved. We can't make everybody unicorn. It would take away from this list, dude. Not everybody can be unicorn, and not everybody is awful. Sub is definitely improved. It's a better playstyle. Shadow Dance has a baseline damage to it. Increase, so whether you talent for it or not, you still have that damage increase of 15%. Symbols of Death, and the crit aspect of Backstab, Fan, or I guess Shuriken Storm, applying Find Weakness on everybody. They even gave him a finisher for AoE with Shadow Vault. Yes, it's not like an amazing AoE finisher, but I don't think Sub is supposed to be a spec to do a clean AoE damage. That's more what Outlaw is at, right? Sub is supposed to be build common points, find the guy with the biggest fucking mug, with the biggest health bar, and just fucking eviscerate his mug, dude. Just punch him in the mug. Punch him right in the face. Get that AoE, punch. You're supposed to take the biggest guy in the group and bring him down a peg. A Sub is going to be effective at that. Shroud. Yeah, also Shroud for Rogues is going to be insanely good. I'm not going to apply Shroud of Rogues into the playstyle, really. I'm not gonna apply Shroud of Rogue Shroud ability into like the against or forward playstyle, because That's gonna make him really good. I'm not trying to make like some serious like which class are gonna be best for dungeons. I probably would put Rogue in there though. All right, what else? Elemental Shaman. Now, Elemental Shaman, we actually played on stream and it had very unimpressive damage. Very disappointed. Even though the playstyle is fun, but where do we put them, dudes? I gotta figure this out. Because they're not mostly unchanged. They can be mostly changed. They changed. Are they better or are they worse? Is Ellie lacking? On damage, yes. But this isn't a tier list of like who does the most damage, who does the least damage. Because again, Blizzard balancing. The giveth and the taketh away. They can make you strong in 1 second. You're uber weak, dude. You can barely lift a teddy bear with one arm, let alone two. I'd say Elemental is improved in terms of the playstyle. I think they are better in terms of the playstyle, dude. Yeah, damage-wise is kind of lacking, but I'm gonna put them in improved. I enjoy the playstyle personally. I like the fulmination change they've done recently too, where chain of ice, chain lightning, and lava burst, and your chain. So chain lightning, true target, lightning bolt, and lava burst all contribute to fulmination, which then can be used into earthquakes or earth shocks. It's gonna really tie the playstyle better. Improved playstyle, but it's balanced. Yeah, I think it's probably the best way to put it. I understand why somebody might not enjoy it. The playstyle of building Maelstrom and spending Maelstrom. Some people will like it from BFA, some people will miss it, some people won't. I'm not one of those people that'll miss it. So I'll put Elemental in improved. I'd say it's mostly improved. Mostly improved. There's not a lot I can really say that could make it like bad. I'd say it's mostly improved. Nowhere near enhancement? Yeah. So this is not a list where like this is number 1 in improved, this is last in improved. I'm not making like, you know, number 1 improved, number 2 improved, number 3. And like this isn't like the tail and starts here kind of deal. I'm not doing anything like that for this tier. Some people are doing like an A+, A-, S, you know, S tier, A, B, C, and then plus and minus kind of with either the front or with either the back of the pack. That's not it at all. I'm just looking at it and I'm throwing in a category. Yeah. But if I were to say like enhance and LA, yeah, enhance I'd say got more improvements than elemental. That I like enhancement. I've always been into enhancement a lot more, but I came with low specs with open mind. I don't like what they've done with enhance. When it comes to damage, more complex, yeah, because you have legendaries, conduits, covenants, something we can't really test right now. We can't even make a level 60 character and just load them up on stuff and just try the damage numbers. Hopefully at some point Blizzard does do an update where we can do that and we'll see more of a damage percentage, right? Damage breakdown. But right now we literally cannot. So I'm not gonna throw certain classes into that kind of category, dude. It'll be unfair. It'd be really unfair. Okay, back to the fun. Mages, fire. Are they the same as they were? Are they the kings that fire mages right now? No. Have they got improved? They got a few new talents. They've got Phoenix Flames, which is now how you spread Master, which seems worse. I mean, I like it, but they're not kings though. So you can put them in improved, really. I don't think they gotten better. Mostly unchanged. Well, they did get... Well, okay, well... what changed about him is a lack of traits. Lack of essences. Maybe formed because of the new Ignite? I don't know if the new Ignite is better. The toolkit is not lacking. Yeah, the toolkit is good. Mage's toolkits are not bad at all. You can't say it's bad. I feel like they are mostly unchanged if you don't take into account the essences, the traits, none of that. You know what I mean? If you don't take essences or traits, then they're mostly the same. They just lost stuff, if anything. I would put them in the lacking because they lost things, but those are the things that were borrowed power. So it's not something I would have as a gripe against them personally. Like with Boomkit is personally, I guess, like the play style. I played it. And it's just something I cannot get behind. I gave it so many chances, dude. I'm someone who is... Dude, if there's a video game I'm playing, I played a couple of MMOs. Guild Wars 2 to Final Fantasy. If there's something about it I don't like, I will fucking struggle through it, struggle bust it, just like get frustrated. But I'm like, I want to figure out if I'm just wrong and I'm just bad, or if there's just something I don't like. Because it's plain... And I'm stubborn. And I tried... Boomy, and I think it honestly comes down to just the balancing of like abilities. There's something about it is satisfactory, and trying to imagine like what it might be, what it could be to put on this list wouldn't be worth. For fire mages, I'd say the mostly unchanged. I don't think they're going to be meta. I don't think they're going to be top tier. I don't think they're going to be bad, though. I think there's going to be people PvPing. It's just they lost traits and essences, which is going to be a minus for them. Are they going to be kings? Probably not. But they're still going to be fun? Probably, yeah. Demon Hunter. Oh, man. Okay. So, Demon Hunters. Let's just get this one quick. Demon Hunter is not a spec that I'm interested that much into the next expansion. A lot of my guilds are similar way. We're gonna need a Demon Hunter because of the damage buff. And some people kind of like the playstyle. I just wish Demon Hunters got more depth in the playstyle. I feel like there's just not enough buttons, and this expansion would have been a perfect time to add a little more depth. Blizzard didn't, which is fine. It's a perfect spec for anybody who's going to be new to the game or just coming back, wants to pick up something fun with a lot of mobility, right? They gotten some nerfs. Darkness is no longer a 3-minute cooldown, it's a 5-minute cooldown. You have to choose between Leech or Invulnerability and Talents. Your Blur does less defensives, less damage reduction, right? Instead of like 35, I think it's 20. And to get 35, you have to Talent into it to lose Leech. Demon has too much crammed into a few complexity. Like, I just a personal gripe, right? Personally, I would have loved for them to add more abilities, expand the playstyle, and that's why I like the idea of momentum build, right? Using mobility together with damage. I feel like it creates a little bit of like a skill cap to it. It'd be cool if it, but a lot of people don't like it, so it's just personal. So I feel like they gotten a couple nerfs here and there, like you can no longer blade dance 100% dodge unless you're meta. So you would think I put them in a lacking. However, they are still strong either way you nerf them, either way you change anything about them. They're still going to be strong. They're still going to be wanted, but you're still going to be strong. I doubt Demon Hunters are going to be like bottom of the barrel damage, right? I don't think they're going to be enhancement shamans day 1 of PvE. You know what I mean? The first season of BFA, not PvP season, but a first rating season, enhancement, bottom of the barrel. I don't think the Demon Hunters are going to be sitting at the bottom of the barrel. I don't think they gotten some nerfs, but I don't think they're lacking. I think they're still, like, if you're looking for a fun, fast-paced, like, very little amount of buttons, pretty easy to pick up, lots of abilities that are single target, but also cleave, so you can kind of use them in all situations. Playstyle, I feel like Demon Hunters are going to have it. I feel like there are some adjustments in talents that can give some sort of playstyle, but I feel like if you were to, like, take away talents out of a Demon Hunter, you wouldn't really have much of a playstyle. Honestly, I feel like they kind of where Shadow Priests were in BFA. Like, without talents, you don't really have much, and talents gonna help you make the spec. And Demon Hunters is just Fell Rush, Demon's Bite, Chaos Strike, Demon's Blades, and I-Beam, and Blur. So I guess, like, it would still work. I mean, maybe Glide. What else? Interrupt, Ranged, Imprison, that's still there. That's not talent-based. So it's personally not a spec that I'm excited about to play next expansion. It probably would be one of my last alts I'll level, unless something changes about them. But I won't say they're lacking. I'd say they're mostly unchanged. I would say they're mostly unchanged. Demon Hunter is just boring. Nothing more to say there, especially at the moment where the damage comes mostly from corruption and essences. That's a lot of classes, so you can't say it's Demon Hunter alone. That's a lot of classes there. Have fun with Unholy DK, needs more minion glyphs, got bored with minions. Unholy. Dude, I think they do need more minion glyphs. I'd be cool with that. More minion types, because there's so many cool minions. There's so many like zombies in Maldraxxus. Imagine you can have those zombies with like a little big old eyeball popping out, dude. That'd be so cool. And Mages of the Dead, what if you could have like a Spectre? They have so many of those. Getting a shot doesn't reduce relative-based cooldown. Should report it in beta. I don't think it's supposed to, Jeff. But maybe it is supposed to. I'm okay if it doesn't, though. But we'll see. But yeah, that's what I'll put a Demon Hunter. Affliction Warlock has got improved. Now, depending on who you ask, I like the Affliction Warlock. I like how you can have UA that's longer. I like how you have a longer UA, all your dots, and then you have Malefic Rapture that does damage based on your dots. This gives Unholy Death Knights a potential to be good in AoE and good in Cleave. Because normally Affliction, you don't bring it to Mythic Plus. It might do some good boss damage, and maybe like a Workshop. It's not a lot of like trash bags, so you can like focus one guy down and do decent damage. But you now can put up a Seed, Corruptions everywhere, Vile Taint, and just Malefic Rapture, and for every dot, a person takes damage. I think it's gonna be so good. They are very fun even in PvP. There are a lot of people are trying in PvP. Also, Warlocks do have the gateway. So now a class with a lot of mobility, and now you have gateway, it became a bit more mobile. Yeah, I think Affliction, to me personally, it's an improvement. Some of the new talents I've gotten as well to adjust the playstyle is nice too. And I do like the little nuances of like the maintaining Shadow Bolts for the debuff, maintaining your dots for malefic rapture damage, and then you also still have the pet to empower or prolong your dots and all that. Hello Dalaran, what's up Justin? I think I'd say Affliction is improved. I think it's, whether you like it or whether you don't, I think it's gonna play better. Demon Heart is still Demon Heart is still going to be good, guys. I don't think they're going to be bad. I couldn't put them in the lacking, but I couldn't put them in improved because they didn't change much. I think they're still going to be really solid. I doubt Blizzard's going to make them bad. Improved to the point where people might actually play it. True. This one in particular. Alrighty. Mystery Monks are personally in fun. I'm going to put them in fun. I don't know how good they're going to be on healing or damage. I'm going to put them on fun. I like the melee playstyle of a Mystery Monk. It's kind of like a Windwalker with some healing on the side. And I'm a huge fan of that. So I'm going to put it personally in the fun aspect just because I can get into melee and start kicking ass. Literally. I can just go Bruce Lee on a boss or something. And there's eventually going to be legendaries to promote that kind of playstyle of fist weaving. But I think because of fist weaving kind of sort of making a comeback, I think it's going to be enjoyable. Touch of Death as a mist weaver is kind of cool. Because normally you don't really bring that much damage. But if someone's low, you're like, yeah, I got you. Just DPS someone else. I got you, boys. So personally, I like him, dude. Just personally enjoyable. Standing in melee, just kicking ass to him. That's why I have to put Holy Paladin in there too. I think the melee playstyle for Holy Paladin is going to be better. I mean, you now have Hammer Reckless Righteous. They execute one, right? And you can use it while wings are up. That gives you holy power. It actually does quite a bit of bonk damage. I think Holy Paladins might be really weak at the beginning of the expansion though. Or have potential to, at least for raiding content. Their healing seems to be a little bit lackluster in comparison to the healers currently. So they might need some tuning from Blizzard. You know, just tweak the nipples there a little, but I think they're gonna have damage reduction aspects soon too. Yeah, that's like the one healer that actually gotten the least amount of improvement, but to me personally it is fun on the damage aspect. I just like being able to get in the melee and really just bash people. You know what I mean? I'm just a huge fan of that. So I put it in the playstyle. That's why I like Disc Based. I like a healer that can do a bit of damn. I feel like this one should have been the first one, should have been the obvious one, but I think Outlaw is improved. You now have Slice and Dice and a Roll the Bones. Slice is kind of like a Grand Melee buff. Roll the Bones can give you everything and a Grand Melee. So if you get Slice and Dice and Crit buff, it's like you have 2 buffs. If you get Slice and Dice and Crit and Broadsides, 3 buffs. Or you can even go everything if you get 5 buffs and not one of them is a Grand Melee and you get Slice and Dice, 6 buffs. So I think it's going to be more consistent maintaining the Slice and Dice. That's going to be your consistent damage, autos, and Roll the Bones is going to give you buffs to play with. It's all going to be on cooldown, and when Between the Eyes works, it's going to give you more sustainability on that crit damage, chance increase on the enemy when it works. But even right now, it doesn't work, and it's great. Outlaw is also really good at AoE. Really good at AoE. Even if you're capped on target, 40% more damage to cleave targets, it's really good. Maintenance PM and silence. You can like it. Yeah, I had to put Outlaw up there. Evasion. It's better than parry. You can dodge more things. Because parry, you can parry melee attacks, but you can't like parry a hunter or a range attack. So certain dungeons you actually couldn't do anything, but it's not like evasion was necessary. But now you'll be able to use evasion for mechanics. I prefer the less Roll the Bones playstyle, but I fear with better fear we'll be rerolling time again. I don't. With better gear we'll be rerolling? Potentially, yeah. There are some conduits that can play into it, but I don't think we'll be rerolling a lot. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Plus, grapple hook is a lot of fun, so I put Outlaw there at the beginning. Beast Mastery. Can we put Beast Mastery most of it changed? Because I was thinking the Beast Mastery might feel kind of bad, but it seems to do good damage and have a pretty easy rotation. And I know we were just doing some fun just things on the beta just now in dungeons, right? We're just doing some fun things, some wacky things, Arc and Shot build. Can we put it in most of it changed because it didn't really change much? I don't think it's gonna be. It's good right now, and I don't think it's gonna be that much worse. Damage-wise, it was a bit of a concern when we were on like fresh level 60 characters with really bad gear. Beastmaster was behind on damage, but with stats at level 50, I think stats are gonna be fine. Is the Demon Hunter ranged? I can see what you mean in terms of like the ease of play, but I don't know. If I had to choose between Beastmaster and a Demon Hunter, I'd probably quit. no, I'd probably pick Beastmaster if I had to pick one. Unless quit is an option. But jokes aside, yeah, I don't think they're bad. If I had an issue that might be bad, but I think it's only because they had no stats on the gear with the level 60 boosted characters. I think Arcane Mage, can we put it in improved? Because it's gotten a little bit better with GCD stuff. Like recent updates for Arcane, gotten better with GCD stuff. It might not do the most amount of damage, we don't know if it will, but I think it's a little bit better in terms of the play style, the buttons you press. A couple less things in GCD. Mirror images is a defensive now. And your, what is it called? What is a spell? Touch of the Magi gives you 4 arcane charges. Yeah. And also you're going to get more mana play with your barrages. Barrages are going to give you mana back now. Dakota, I would rewind back. Wow, we've actually been doing this for an hour. I would rewind back to like 50 minutes ago. And you'll probably get to the part where I'm talking about Frost Death Knights and Unholy Death Knights, why they're good. Yeah. The thing about Richie and Outlaw for PvP content, it's hard to tell. It's going to be all about bouncing, man. Too early to call. I like the playstyles, though. Both Red Pally and Outlaw. What else is there to say about Arcane? I personally think they got better. They're not perfect. Like, I'm not saying perfect, but I think they've gotten improved. A little less GCD on it. It's kind of fun. Survival, I think it's easily we could put them in most of the change, but I'm gonna put them in a fun just because I personally enjoy it. The one thing I like about Hunter Survival is they bought a bunch of talents, so I feel like there's a bit more potential at least. I know Holy wasn't allowed to surprise it. Yeah, you have to go back. It's a very specific reason why I put Frost and Holy in there. Very specific reason. I put Survival in the fun part just because I feel like we're gonna play less Mongoose Bite, which I like. I like Raptor Strike. I don't know why. I just always wanted to play Raptor Strike. But we had to play Mongoose Bite, but maybe this time we won't need to. I also think the dot damage and the pet damage is more of your consistent damage, which allows you to kind of maintain your pet. And it's kind of like a beast. It's not like a light version of Beastmaster Hunter. You're just a melee, so there's a lot more mechanics that can kill you. But I think they've. I can't say it's improved by much because there's, I think, certain things that could be changed for survival. I think there's certain talents that could just become baseline for the spec too. But I do personally enjoy about survival, like the mobility that it has with Harpoon, Disengage. I do like the dot playstyle of it. I do like the changes to the talents where I can play non-Mongoose Bite playstyle. Two-hand Demon Hunter performs a lot worse than dual wield at the moment. Yes, that's true. Okay. Who else? Who else? We got only a few classes, man. We have a few specs left. Let's do Resto Druid. I would have put him in improved. I want to put him in improved. 1. Resto Druids is one of those specs that can, in PvP, PvE rating, you have opportunity to play outside of your role. And with the talent of Heart of the Wild coming back, you'll have more opportunity to play a lot inside of cat form or boomy form. 2nd, Nature Swiftness came back. Yes, I know Swiftman now consumes a HOD, but Nature Swiftness comes back as an emergency heal. 2nd, or 3rd, I guess. I can't count. Innervate now will give, if you use Innervate on an ally, you'll gain 50% of that Innervate benefit. So an ally will have 100% mana reduction while Innervate is up. You'll have 50% mana reduction. So now there's a lot more reason to bring a Rested Shaman into a raid, in my opinion. Not saying they'll be good, but I think they've gotten improved in that regard. Then there's a couple new talents that they've gotten. Cyclone is back baseline. Then they have like a honor talent that became a normal talent for the class. There's a couple more defensives too as well. In terms of like the bear form. We recommend certain Covenant for Subbrook, personally like Maljack so far. I think we'll get an update to some of the rogue Covenant abilities. I would be surprised if they come out as they are. But we'll see. But yeah, Maljaxa seems to be the strongest one. Stampede and Roar, yeah, Stampede and Roar is back to baseline. Then you have your aspects, right? Bear Affinity gives you that Roar for capacitation. Feral Affinity gives you Maim, which doesn't really matter. I don't think you're going to use it that much. Boomy Affinity gives you a Typhoon, and you'll have Ursulas. So I feel like the utility that Arrested Druid has gotten this expansion for Shadowlands is just too good not to consider. Plus, you also have a hot-based playstyle where you can put up hots ahead of damage. So as long as you know when the damage is going to come from, you'll be ahead of it. You know, you can be ahead of the curve. It's going to be down for Blizzard to balance them in terms of the amount of healing they do. But I don't think they're bad. I think they've gotten better. But they never were bad, I'd say. I think Residue was actually one of those healers that were pretty good. But they've just gotten better. Alright, we only got a couple left, boys. Demonology, I feel like mostly stayed the same, but they did do a couple adjustments to the talents and certain ability, especially with the different ranks of abilities you can get. So you can keep your pets around more often. The biggest reason why I put them in a fun part is because I always want, like, when Blizzard imagined Demonology Warlock, imagine like somebody who summons armies of demons behind them, right? Armies of demons. Lots and lots of demons. Imps. Felddogs. Felguards, Tyrants, you know, maybe like Doom Guards. I'd love to see one of those. There needs to be a talent where you can make a Tyrant look like a Doom. Is it Doom Guard or Doom Lord? I think it's Doom Guard. Like the big one with the big old mouth with a belly mouth thing. You know what I mean? I feel like that just come back as a glyph or something, or like a talent. That'd be cool. But I put him in a fun because of the couple changes they did to the demonic sacrifice ability. So when you summon your Tyrant, normally you sacrifice your imps. He just eats them up. Here, he'll only dip 15% of health from all your pets. It's like Thale Chaos Consumption and Legion to make your Tyrant do a lot of damage. So you can still keep your army. Your imps last a little longer because of this extra fireball they get, like 6 fireballs instead of 5 before they disappear. So it'll last longer. Some of the changes to the talents so you can use your pets and not waste your soul shards, so you can generate soul shards a little bit better. Better than Destro? To me personally, yes, I enjoy Demonology more than Destro. Destro is a different kind of fun, but to me Demonology is also quite good. Also, I guess I should mention for Warlocks that all of them have curses now, so I would say all of them improved, basically because you could do curse. You could at least put a Curse of Slow, Curse of Weakness on a boss, Curse of Recklessness on like a caster enemy that you're not going to interrupt or can't interrupt. You can put Curse of Tongues on casters, so like you can actually do more than just do damage. You can bring debuffs, which I love. So Warlocks were going to be at least in the fun category. I'd say all of them as a class have gotten approved, but as a specs, I probably will put them like this. So yeah, I mean, Demonology didn't see massive overhauls like Affliction, where it's looking better, but I think some of the class changes are looking better in my opinion. I like the playstyles more. You know what I mean? It might do less damage, it might do more damage, we don't know. But I personally like the playstyle more. It's not to everybody, though. Okay, we got Restoration Shaman. I want to say they're mostly unchanged. They've gotten different things. So if you're Restoration Shaman in PvP, you've gotten Frost Shocks that you can spam, no mana, no cooldown. Just spam Frost Shocks. Everybody's slow forever. You always have a global to spend. You got your mana shield, water shield back, but I feel like water shield kind of does a weird thing where without it, you have very little mana regen. With it, you have a lot of mana regen, but it's almost like now they gave you something to maintain, which isn't a bad thing. It's just weird, I guess, I'd say, if anything. Different. It's different. In terms of damage, your playstyle is not that different. I guess you are improved because now you bring in Mana Tide. Is Mana Tide enough to make Shaman feel improved? Is Mana Tide enough to make Shamans feel improved? What are you guys' opinion on that one? Because I think it's a slight above to bring into like a raid, which will make them a little bit better. But I feel like they're pretty good right now. Like if you stack a lot inside of a raid, Shaman is like the go-to. Healing Rain and Chain heal everybody. They also already were pretty good with all the utility they have with the Res Totem or your Wall Totem or your I guess Grounding wouldn't be in PvP, right? Tremor Totem, because that's quite a bit of utility. Dispels, and also can do quite a bit of damage too. So without trades, I feel like I'm still going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. How's Unholy? I talked about Death Knights, I think, about now an hour ago. So if you scroll back to stream 1 hour back, you might be able to see it. Top is best? No, 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 no. Top is not. Okay, no, 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 no. No, gal. Just because I put something in Bonkers does not mean it's the best class ever and everybody should play it. No, it means that with Bonkers, man, there was something that I saw when it comes to the SHADOWLANDS ray testing. And where I feel like it might have an insane potential. But not a guarantee. It's just when people were abusing this bug where you could craft gear, a lot of players were crafting gear with like multiple stats on them. To get the long story short, there's these scrolls that you can add into crafting recipe for a piece of gear like shoulder. You get a haste scroll, crit scroll, put it, the piece of gear is gonna have haste crit. So somebody figured out how to put like 4 of these scrolls, so you could put like crit, haste, and 2 master scrolls or something like that. Or 2 of one stat and then 2 scrolls of different stats. And everybody started doing it for ray testing. Everybody, mages, warlocks, priests, rogues. Death Knights were the only class that had the most benefit out of them. Like insane benefit. Insane benefit. So that's why I put them in Bonkers, because I think they want to be one of those classes if they are kept as they are right now with the current like snapshot free snapshot of Battle for Azeroth of Shadowlands beta. They'll probably have the most benefit from secondary stats. So yeah, that's why I put them in Bonkers, because they were doing the most damage when everybody were abusing a bug. Everybody were exploiting and they get the most value out of it. Crazy amount of damn. But also they bring quite good amount of utility with anti-magic zone too. That's the only reason we'll put it in Bonkers, because in the current, like if it were to freeze, today is the day we would take a look at tier maker for how our tier rank all these specs in Shadowlands. I put Frost Death Knights on Holy because I saw that. But probably not going to be like insane. If anything, I put them in improved. They'll go down from Bonkers to improved, especially on Holy. Frost would be an improved because of anti-magic zone, but I'd say with the playstyle changes of a Blit playstyle being better, it might be more enjoyable. If not, fun. It's definitely not lacking. But that's the only reason why I put them in there. So rest of Shaman I'd say is mostly unchanged. There is a couple things that are making them technically better, but for the most part your playstyle and feel and what you bring is going to be unchanged. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, this is one I actually was trying to mull over for a while with Matatide Totem. Technically, it's something you bring into the raid tier. Technically, it's something you bring for yourself into a dungeon. Is it massive? I feel like Mana Regen, if Mana Regen was massive, we would have seen Holy Priests everywhere, right? But maybe this Mana Regen is so high, it might be good. I want to say it's... No, I think I had to put him in improved because they did get that totem. They did get that mana totem. And that could be huge. I don't know, dude. Chat. I actually, like all the other specs, I think I've gotten a pretty decent. Besides like Red Pally in this class now, I'm not sure, honestly. And Mage, Fire Mage. I'm not sure about this one. Evoke Spirit seems fun. For sure. Same tier list but for tanks? Oh, dude, I'm not a tank main. I can tell you what I liked. Feral Firecat too? True, true. Yeah, I think it's fair to put it in not sure. I think it's fair to put it in another class and not sure. Alrighty, now we got Assassination Rogues. I'm gonna make a lot of enemies if I don't pick my words here. So, let's be honest. The Slice and Dice playstyle and maintaining Rupture and maintaining Garrote and trying to squeeze in Venoms has been weird for a lot of Assassination Rogues, right? Has been weird. I don't think Assassination is going to be bad on damage, but there's definitely something in the playstyle that feels a little off, and the only way I've been able to rectify it has been through going Mark for Death for Slice and Dice, just to use Mark for Death on Slice. I feel like Subtlety needs to get something where maybe in Venoms refresh Slice and Dice. In terms of utility, they're not any different. You know, Evasion, Cloak of Shadows, Shroud, Vanish, all that is there. They've gotten a couple cool new talents here and there. I like the Blindside talent with Ambush. Their Ledger is really cool too. But base Assassination Rogue. I feel like the integration of Slice and Dice somehow made him a little worse. And Venom, first Slice and Dice, got him as a town playstyle. Yeah. I feel like maybe that's something that might need to have, like, where... Like, maintaining Slice and Dice and then trying to get in Venom so that your auto attacks while in Venom get more procs. That's hard, dude. That's a planned legendary. That would suck if that was a legendary, because then you would be forced to play that. I feel like you would feel forced to play that. Unless you're supposed to play no slice and dice as assassination, which I doubt you're supposed to, because you melee so much of your damage. Shadowlands, I think all rogues can be competitive with each other. Yes, I agree, Legend of Uchiha. I just think assassination just needs something extra. I almost want to put it in lacking. I almost want to put it in lacking because of the slice and dice edition. It's a nice new ability. It's good, but playing it with myself, I'm just something gotta give, dude. Something's gotta change. I think slice and dice should stay, but maybe they should add the passive again, where in Venom on 5 column points or 4 column points refreshes your slice and dice. You know, something where you're like, okay, I should press in Venom. I should press in Venom. Yeah, it need, because maintaining slice, go road. Sometimes there's moments when I'm doing a dungeon. During my burst with the Vendetta, because Vendetta gives you energy, you can get in Venoms back to back and all that. But then afterwards, like when you're done, I'm like stabbing the enemy, and maybe with better haze gear it'll be easier, right? But I'm stabbing the enemy, and I'm refreshing Rupture, and refreshing Garrote. Oh, I gotta refresh Slice and Dice. Maybe I'll get like 1 in Venom, and then I gotta refresh things again. You know, you no longer can do that whole Toxic Blade in Venom, build comp points in Venom playstyle. Okay, maybe another Venom. Okay, now I'll refresh my dots until next Toxic Blade. You just can't. The game doesn't let you. And I've tried going for a very high haste playstyle. Did Assassination get anything new? Not really. Do a lot of people even play Assassination on beta? Some, but I'd say there's more sub-rogues than outlaw rogues. So I think that's even more important to keep up with Recuperator. Recuperator isn't in the game. But I think Recuperate comes back as a conduit ability for Slice and Dice. Yeah. Okay, I'll do this. I'll keep Assassination in the mostly unchanged category, but I will be honest, they are kind of... There's something unfun about them in terms of the play. There's definitely something about it that's unfun in a play style. Something. All rogues have poisons? Yes, all rogues have poisons. So you have wound poison. Right now you don't have wound poison because Blizzard hasn't really programmed it yet. But eventually you are supposed to have wound poison, instant poison, crippling poison, and mind-numbing poison. Lacking? I'd say the lacking part would be in terms of the playstyle, or maybe Blizzard not being able to tune the energy regen for them. I feel like they need more energy regen. Maybe with more haste values they'll feel better. So I'd say they're mostly unchanged. The only part that sucks is maintaining Slice and Dice with already a flurry of dots, which feels like a damage minus. But I can't say a class is bad just because of bad damage. Even though in my gut feeling I get frustrated with Assassination sometimes, currently as it plays on the beta. Like there's moments where it feels fine. Like in AoE, it feels okay. You Phantom Knives, you put Rupture on everybody, and you maintain Slice and Dice. And you do a lot of damage. But on single targets where, like after Vendetta energy buff, I just lost sometimes, dude. It's up good in PvE. Yes, it feels pretty good in PvE right now. What, Shadow Priest not bonkers? Dude, come on, they gotten better, but you can't call them bonkers. There's a specific reason why Frost Deacon and Holy DK are in bonkers category, though. But I know they're better. No Clip, I agree with you, but I don't think they're perfect. Again, there's only specific reason why Frost Deacon and Holy are bonkers. Only specific. There's one specific reason. Not everybody can be Unicorn, and those guys are literally Unicorn. With the amount of damage that we're doing in raid testing, holy moly, dude. When everybody else were exploding extra stats, only Frost Deacon and Holy were ahead of everybody. When everybody were doing exploits. So among the exploiters, they were still ahead. So that's a huge damage boost for Assassin. Yes, it's a lot of melee hits. And poison procs, so not using it would be plain dumb. Yeah, no, it wouldn't make sense to not use Slice and Dice. Unless you're supposed to use Slice and Dice and then go for Envenom, and then you don't maintain Slice and Dice unless you have an Envenom. Is another tier list? I think that's it. I think it's going to be my tier list, boys. I think it's going to be everything that I want to put together. So PTR duels next week? I'd love to do some. Should we plan on it? Should we plan on duels in PTR? I think we should try it, right? Maybe we should try it at least. What do you think would be the most fun in Shadowlands? Rogue or Warrior? For me, it's Rogue, dude. I'm already like set on Rogue, but if you were looking at 2 classes, those are good ones. Those are definitely good ones to consider. Like watching the test and down, thank you for sharing the content. Yo, Justin, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Sounds good for sparse targets, some raid fights and M+, and common point generation, but PvP not burst enough for problem. I think Assassination is going to be fine for burst in PvP. I think kidney shot internal bleeding is going to be fine with slice and dice. It's going to be a lot of like sustain. Thanks guys, that's really nice of you. Let's see why Dalaran, not because we have a EU and US part. That would make sense, it's just how many people would actually copy a character, you know what I mean? With also zombie invasions happening. Also, it doesn't even work, Devlin. I don't even know if the whole thing works. I might need to get a bunch of boys. Okay, so maybe I'll announce like we're planning on it. Try to copy a character. Make sure you're set up. We might end up doing duels on PTR. But worst to worst, we'll just go back to like EU and NA, yeah? So I should announce it as early as possible then, so people can at least plan. On Thursday, if we do duels Friday and Saturday on PTR, on Thursday, I would need some of you guys to log on so we could test if spectator mode works. If the spectator doesn't work, like it'll be kind of rough. It'll be kind of rough. Playing Rogue in the Month, think of the challenge as well. Used to play Warrior back in CAD, it was a lot of fun. Might go Warrior as an alt. Yeah, Warrior's getting Reflect back and intervene. So like as a prod or as a Fury and Arms, you have a lot more utility. Plus you also have Ignore Pain, which is like if you played it back in Kata. I don't know if that was an ability back in the day, but it's kind of like you sacrifice a portion of your rage for a shield, and the shield will absorb the next 50% of the damage you take up until a certain point. So it's a nice 50% buff. I can help with that? Yeah, I know you guys can, but like I'm thinking like on a day off Thursday will be the best time. Is there a class back that's broken at the moment in your opinion? Just right 3 minutes ago. I mean, again, I put Frost and Unholy with Bonkers, but that's only because when people were exporting for extra stats, they're the two classes that stood out. But as for like what classes are broken, I'd say a lot of them are very equal. I'd say there's more there's... All of them are good. A lot of them are really well put together, man. A lot of them are really well put together, to be honest. So Lock nerfed or Baby nerfed? I'd say Baby nerfed. Yeah, I'd say Baby nerfed. It's hard, because maybe like once you play it, it might be really bad. But without like being able to test them against like everybody else with conduits, covenants, everything, legendaries, I'd say Baby nerfed, because I feel like they're still going to do good damage. But this isn't a list on like damage numbers. Unless you're Frost and Holy, just because they're... I feel like the Frost and Holy are going to be one of those two specs in the game. They're going to gain a lot from extra gear. Like as tiers, you know, you go from one raid tier to the next, you'll see those two specs make a pretty big jumps. Yeah, Outlaw I'd say is good. I think it's got an improved playstyle, but the damage feels pretty good too. We seem to be one of the better AoE DPS, but again, this tier list is not a DPS or a HPS list. This is just like my personal like opinions of where the specs are at. If you need me to ping, yeah, I'll ping you guys. I'll let you guys know if I need more bodies on like Thursday on PTR or whatever. Which spec do you think is going to be the strongest at the start of Shadowlands? I think it's going to be a melee. I think generally melee start out really good at the beginning of every expansion, but then casters become a lot better because you get better stats, better secondaries, and casters generally have more damage than melee. They also can stay out of mechanics, but melee have utility of like short interrupts and maybe even like raid utilities like Commanding Shout or Darkness for Demon Hunter and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be one of the melees. It's probably going to be a Rogue, Demon Hunter, or maybe Warrior. Because Rogues have 3 specs, Warriors have 2 specs. Death Knight? Maybe Death Knight. That's a melee, but they have so much range attacks, so it's like a caster. But no, they're melee. How would you rank hunters among range specs? Like, which ones I like? I like all of them. None of them are bad. I mean, we played Beastmaster earlier. That's like one spec I haven't played in a long bit. Live the Insight. Thank you, Agent. Appreciate you, my man. DKDPS pretty much sucked at the first patch. It gets close. Top of that patch, I feel. Yeah, and this is the early beta, so maybe Blizzard will like scale them down. But like when people were exploiting for like a lot of extra stats in terms of raid testing, Death Knights were just obliterating everybody in damage when they also exploited too. They were just getting so much benefit from secondary stats. I think it's because of Frost and the changes to the playstyle of your Frost strikes, doing Frost damage that just goes through armor on a crit, so it's not denied by physical at all. But also it's like some of the values of like your dots are not as big, but your Frost strikes and breath does quite a bit too now. And then Holy with Mastery now benefiting the pets. How's Monk? I don't think Monks are bad. What I did hear about Monks is Windwalker might be the go-to for raiding, instead of like Brewmaster and Mistweaver. But I like Mistweaver playstyle. I think Brewmaster wasn't bad at all. I didn't feel squishy at all. I think the only tank that I felt was squishy is a Blood Death Knight, but I think it's on purpose because you take big damage, heal big damage. You know what I mean? You're supposed to like heavy health bounce around like a yo-yo, which gives you like that sense of tankiness. Because it's haze dependent, I think it'll be better towards the end. Maybe Kyle, but we'll see. Because a lot of classes are going like this is not only like a class change, but also there's a level squish too. So there's a lot of scaling that's going to be changed. So I'm expecting a lot of changes to this classes, man. Like this Death Knight is the idea of like where your damage sources come from, less of the Frost Fever dot dominating damage, less of like the auto attacks, a lot of big obliterates. I mean, it's just gonna make it, just gonna skew it a little bit. You know what I mean? All models have much better shape. It looks like children's cartoon now. Like WoW models? I can appreciate old school WoW models, but I like think new ones are really well put together as well. It's just a difference of art style. The originals are really good though. Original models are pretty good, but they look animatronic where like when you get really close. Like the way that it's Oryx in particular, like the way they talk, like when you talk to an NPC, I do like that animation with the hands and it just flaps. It looks like I'm in Chuck E. Cheese, dude. That's some Chuck E. Cheese shit right there. So, you know, it's none of them are bad. I think it's just personal preference. Like, they're good, but it's just some funny things I've noticed about Classic. I can see why somebody would think, like, current WoW looks a little, like, cartoony. Like, look at the Night Elves and the way they're, like, springy. I can totally see that when they run around. But I like it, though. I think it's good either way. What about earlier tier was PvP, PvP covenants? Dude, I couldn't do a PvP, PvE covenant tier list, dude. I couldn't, man. Not yet. That's too early. We haven't done enough testing, dude. There's still so much. The mastery needs a rework. I'd be okay if they made it better. If they've got a better mastery. I don't really care about our mastery, though. Dwarves are so bouncy. I don't really care about dwarves being bouncy, you know, because they're short. So having them more pep in the step, I think it's perfectly okay. You know? Just because they're short doesn't mean they're, you know, more active or whatever. I think dwarves are fine, honestly. I'm just glad they don't have that same animation of just like them looking high all the time in Classic. Remember that one? Where they're just like kind of like it's just with those dead eyes. I love it, but it's hilarious. It's just like you look back and like who thought this is a and like the top body is just like freezes. And the eyes just like dead stare at everything. Like again, it's like it's funny looking back. It's like, oh my god, dude. Because I remember playing this, I'm just like I never really noticed until you really just sit there and look at it. And that's how I figured out that goblins and dwarfs have the same model in Classic. Because they do the same deadpan stare with like the top of the body moving, like. Because I didn't know. I was like, with these goblins, I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna be like normal goblins or like how Jenkins' animation gonna be. And then it did the same thing. I was like, it's exactly the same as the dwarfs. Good to know they're still working covenants. Yeah, there's still plenty of work. Like it's still early beta. I'd still consider it early beta. I think maybe not even a month of beta have passed, or maybe close to a month. Should I go ahead and get deep into WoW or wait till Shadowlands for the squish? If you're gonna get into, I mean, it's up to you. I think if you've never played World of Warcraft, the first team level WoW is a very enjoyable experience, no matter the expansion. It doesn't make a difference. And with the current WoW, there's going to be hours of content, lots of expansions for you to take a look at. Lots of it, man. Class changes, oh, I mean, if you never played classes, it's going to be a lot of dungeons for you to play through. I feel like if you were to come back, if it's you never played WoW, Shadowlands would be a good time because like you could choose, well, I guess you won't be able to choose which expansion level. You'll just level through BFA. But you'll be kind of stuck to only BFA dungeons and stuff. But with the current WoW before the level squish, you'll be able to play through a lot of WoW. A lot of zones, a lot of pretty places, and a lot of dungeons. And you'll kind of see the progression of like older dungeons that look a little dated, look a little aged. And you'll see them get better and more like progressively more modernized, I guess, whether you like that or not. But it's cool to see that. And you'll get to see a lot more of the game in a way, you know. But if you play in the next expansion, you'll just end up playing through BFA. And if you're interested to play and level through other characters, you can level through different expansions later if you want to. But coming into Shadowlands, you will also come in with a pre-patch, and pre-patch is going to be enjoyable. There's going to be no corruptions. You won't have to worry about your cloak as much. You won't have to worry about traits as much, because they'll be going away anyway. It's terrible though, Jeff. Ton of damage, attack and crit reverse. Maybe if it's hard to conduit, it's buff your mastery. I think there is a conduit that actually does increase your master chance while Blade Flare is up for Outlaw. So there is, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong, and maybe Blizzard will remove it, I'm pretty sure there's a conduit where while Blade Flare is active, your master percentage increases by 30%, 20%. So you can have like 50% master while Blade Flare is active. And as Outlaw, you kind of want to press Blade Flare because the actual like activating Blade Flare does quite a bit of damage. More damage than the Sinister Strike. Doesn't generate a comp point, but it seems to be something you actually want to press in single target. So it might be the play. Might be to go over the conduit and just maintain Blade Flare at all times. Because you get more chances. Dude, when will he give Survival Hunter some love? Dude, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. The two Mike, they need to give him something new. They're feeling a little jank, man. I feel like I should do a video. I feel like these specs need more love in Shadowlands. I'd put Boomy in there. I'd put Survival in there. What else do I put? Assassination with a slice and dice. What else? That's 3. I could maybe 2 more. What else would I put in there, boys? What do you think needs more love? I put Survival, Assassination, and Boomy just because, like, Windwalker, really? I kind of like the playstyle of Windwalker. Frostmage. I feel like Frostmage, there's nothing wrong with it, but I would love new stuff. I don't think it's bad, you know. Feral, really? I think Ferals are pretty good, but Prot Warrior. Okay, that's something we could talk about. Prot Warrior. There's an issue of him being not a great tank. I could put Prot Warrior in there. Sub? You kidding me? With how much updates Sub has gotten? Justin, you gotta try the new Sub, dude. Get on PTR. Download PTR. I had a video on how to get PTR. Try Justin, if you haven't tried Sub. Do yourself a favor, get PTR and check out Sub. You will love it. Isn't it right? Most of it changed. We had a whole talk with the stream, man. We had a whole stream talk about it. I would put it in fun, but the stream could miss me, or a couple of guys in the stream could miss me to most improved. I would put it in fun though. But I like red though. I like it. Okay, so I won't put Beastmaster. I think there's nothing wrong with them. Demon Hunters is technically nothing wrong with them. Who else would I put? Survival, Assass, Prot, Boomy. Is there any healer that's really bad? Well, maybe on numbers, but that's not a numbers thing. What else would I put, boys, if I make it a 5? I mean, I guess I could just do 4 specs. I don't really need to add more, do I? 3rd damage and breaches mythic rate testing. Alrighty, boys. Nothing wrong but too boring and simple, but that doesn't mean there's something wrong with it mechanically. Like a sub-rogue, a sass rogue actual assassiness kind of eats into your playstyle, you know? Prot Paladin has been said that Prot Warrior has been said is going to be really bad as a tank. It's very enjoyable and does a lot of damage, but I would be sad if Prot could be a good tank. Maybe it was one of those tanks that might be good towards the end of expansion, but it was just the early reception. I think they might be more damage oriented in talents and not enough like defensive options to be able to take damage. So if you want a damage heavy tank, it might be good for that, but it's just the fear of like not seeing Prot Warriors when they're like a staple of World of Warcraft. Person that would just like to see them. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna call it here, boys. I got a raid testing in a bit, and I gotta get some food, man. I think we're gonna be getting together for raid testing. I was originally gonna stream the raid, right? But I think I just kind of want to take it easy for the day, man. I want to chill and take it easy for the day. So I think I'm gonna do that. And also, I need to stop recording on Discord. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the tier maker video thing. I don't know how I should put it. Should I record it separately? Because with chat it was cool to interact with you guys and have the original recording, or maybe I should just cut it up to like the main parts. But it feels like with so much explanation that I had, it's just all those extra minutes that turned out into like an hour 20 minutes or so. So I don't really know how. Maybe I'll re-record it and I'll just use the same points. I'll just be a straight to the point kind of deal. You know what I mean? But it'll use like the same layout to explain why I have certain classes here and where. I'll think about it. I would cut it down to 1 hour. Oh man, I've never posted anything as long as, I mean, besides streams, I guess there's never anything longer than an hour. Yeah, I think I'll re-record it, but I'll keep it the same like format that we had, and I'll just get through explanations. I'll be concise and clean and just bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point kind of deal. I think I'll do that. I'll probably do it tomorrow then, or what's tomorrow? Monday, maybe Tuesday. Cause I got stuff to do tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But thank you guys. I really do appreciate you for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed the tier list. Maybe you guys, some of you guys agree with my list. Maybe you didn't. I'm mostly there from like personal, like what's fun for me, what I find more improved, you know. But I feel like I wasn't too harsh on a lot of classes. I think Blizzard did a good job. There's only like a few specs that I've like a bit of a gripe with, but even though there's certain specs like survival that doesn't feel perfect, it's still enjoyable either way, you know. There's only one spec that I was like, that I've complained about, Boomkin, but maybe it's just a matter of perspective, like, so I'm not gonna like say it's not a matter of perspective or whatever. But yeah. But thank you guys, appreciate all of you. I'm gonna go get some food, get some raid testing, probably record some of the raids, some of the fights. And maybe I'll even show off like what are some of the top tier specs, what does the most damage, what does the most healing in raids. You know, kind of like that kind of stuff. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you. You guys are beautiful, and I'll see you boys in the next stream already. Peace.